Adam's swag box?
Yeah.
Who has my swag box?
Phil still does.
Do you really want it?
Phil? I don't know. What's in it?
Really? Junta. It's like Junta, Railway Empire or something.
Was it like a random box, or did everyone?
Everyone gets
different?
the same.
Yeah.
So pretty much when you go with all these friends, yay, we all own the same thing. Yeah.
I only needed one.
Like, yeah, if it was random at least, or even if you each just got one of each of the things. But
They didn't really care if you had, like, for playing the games, they didn't really care if you had a bracelet or not. They're just like, you can play. Okay. So you guys, you've emerged out of the mountainside after many long days underground.
Yeah.
You've got, what, like 4 dwarves with you?
Okay.
Yeah, we'll say it's 4. Your fellow miners who have committed unspeakable acts of evil and helped alongside you kind of survive this ordeal. You've lost sight of Phil's character. He's gone wandering off. It's easy to get lost. I mean, you were able to spy a little view of a city in the distance, but now that your eyes are acclimating to the tremendous brightness compared to the great dark that you were in, you see that it's as if nature itself is starting to kind of get out of hand. Sight lines are obscured by trees that look taller. The grass is growing thick and lush, and it's going to make you're going slower. And yeah, all around you, you see just a tremendous and uncontrolled overgrowth of all the various plants and shrubs of the area. So
Wow.
it's like something might be amiss. Mert, your character joins the party.
they find me along the way.
Yeah, like you'd made your own way out of the mountain, and so you've rendezvoused with your old comrades from the mining days.
Okay.
Okay.
Did we level up
Yes.
up to 2?
You guys are level 2.
Do we get any spells at 2 or no?
Yeah.
You need to see the book.
Yes. Thank you.
Yep.
So, what's your name?
TJ.
What's your name?
TJ.
again?
Well, you're meeting TJ right now. Let's just say that.
You're meeting them.
He doesn't say a whole lot. TJ is who you saw the most mining. The other guy only comes out sometimes.
He goes back into his own little hole in the ground.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think I half leveled up. Some of the things I changed.
You can half level up? So, what happened to you guys?
What happened to you?
Well, the train crashed.
Nope.
The train stopped, right?
Yep.
I kind of panicked. The other guy took over, and all I know is I woke up. I came kind of back right here.
The other guy. That's right. That's perfect. That accounts for whenever you need to miss.
Yeah.
Okay. So which ego are you today?
TJ.
Person.
That's
you're
the original. That's like the normal.
Okay. All right.
JT's the other one.
I see. I see. Very good. Yeah. It's
So I have like blackout almost.
Yeah.
Very much. Like,
yeah.
I remember very little of.
Well, that's good because you can have the cleanest conscience out of everyone here. Then.
JT maybe helped you guys somehow.
Yeah, he was probably murdering, doing some weird stuff. Yeah.
I have a clean conscience.
Yeah. Okay. So you guys are in the hills just outside of the main mountain range. You can see a city in the on the far horizon. It's quite a distance away still. It'll be probably at least a full day's journey. But yes, you do see civilization in the distance. Although the way down from the hills into kind of the central plain, approaching the city itself, are very dense with growth, and you hear all sorts of like movement, even like little distant shouts in the densely forested area leading down to the plain. So it looks like this is not an uninhabited hillside.
This is ground zero of the Bloom.
It could be. You, I will also take a perception check from everybody as you take your view of the.
Do we roll d20s for this?
Yep.
Okay. Where's the perception?
5.
15.
Okay, Mert, you alone spy a little bit to the north, kind of parallel to your elevation. You don't have to descend down the hills, but you see kind of nestled on the side of one. There's a little cottage, but it's so small it almost looks more like a little dollhouse, and you see a little plume of smoke rising from its chimney.
Okay.
So just letting you know that you saw it.
I mean, we want to take shelter, kind of gather ourselves. I see a little.
Gather some
I see
wealth.
the home over there. You guys want to lead the way?
Okay.
Okay.
We can do that.
Yeah, even though you guys will be at full HP, you haven't really had a proper night's rest in quite some time, because sleeping just in a bare rock tunnel, especially Phil, but he doesn't have to worry about that today.
Not for a long time.
Yeah.
When you're done with that, let me look. I get a extra wilderness profession. I never picked, but I also never took a picture of any of that, so I have no idea what those options are.
Okay.
When I say there's definitely someone there, so
Let's
should
go.
be okay.
Lead the way, TJ.
Oh, okay.
You're the wilderness profession man, apparently.
I have to pick what that is still.
Pick
Alright.
a guy who leads people through tall grass.
So a guide.
Yeah, that's your profession.
I guess in the Bloom setting, that's a pretty good one.
Well,
Okay.
Bloom setting just started.
That's true. I will lead. So I'm leading the 2 of them and 6 dwarves.
4 dwarves.
4 dwarves.
In addition to the 3 of you.
Okay.
So you have a party of 7.
All right.
And all of you are carrying ore. I'll even say you're carrying Wormbird. You had this presence of mind to grab some before you left the train, so
Okay.
add 20 pounds of unrefined ore to your inventory.
Okay. Refined. Okay. I mean, I'm not gonna approach this house like with much haste, so I'm gonna be very diligent about
Sure.
listening for things.
You also heard,
the
you
shouts.
heard more clearly than the others. I need to see the book when Thomas is done.
Okay.
You just been browsing spells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to decide if I take a new tradition or not. But I'll just pick a spell. What do they have?
Rent's still in Schaumburg or whatever?
Rents.
Yep.
What are you?
Parents.
Yeah, they are.
You hear cousin Matt, who lives in Schaumburg now, got in a car accident and totaled his car. Woman sideswiped him. He was going 40 something miles per hour. Crashed. I think he T-boned her because she cut in front of him as he was going.
Wow.
He was going, so it's like she was trying to make this really quick turn.
Like Matt, who used to play D&D with us.
He lives in
Why
Schaumburg.
would you say cousin Matt?
He is our cousin
There's
Matt.
only one Matt.
That's true. I know a lot of Matts.
Did he kill her?
No, but she totaled this car and hers is pretty messed up. So So.
That's why I don't drive.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, I remember the other thing I wanted to check. Then
Harass
potentially I
staff.
could give this back to
Tourist.
I can give this back to Mert so he can pick his thing. I just need to check. Oh, okay. Alright. Mert, what languages do you speak?
Just common, I think.
Okay. You can have this book if you want.
Okay.
Aren't you a halfling?
Yeah.
Get any other language?
It's I could choose one common. I could choose another language, or do the profession, common, criminal, or wilderness. So I chose one of the professions instead. At the time, I mean, technically I could, but it seems
We need a language right now,
it
Mert.
seems a little more cheap
We
if
need
I
a-
would choose.
We need the language in our chairs.
Which-
Yeah.
Yeah, Sean, which language do you need me to have?
Giant.
So I had chose another profession, but I hadn't picked it. So just common.
Halflings have their own language in this world.
No. They just speak
Almost
the
never
common.
do halflings with their own language,
Yeah.
since they are an offshoot of men.
Right, Mert, when you spotted the cottage, you could also hear the voices in the woods ahead that are descending down to the plain, and it was in a tongue you did not recognize, but it sounded panicked.
Okay.
Maybe halflings, goblin, some sort of like half-sized creature.
Small.
Yep.
Really small. Okay.
But they weren't speaking in common, and it was.
And I don't know where the panic is coming from. But
But I mean, you heard a lot of like rustling around and commotion. All of you could, so maybe something's pursuing them. It's tough to say.
Okay.
All right.
Well, I will give them a. You guys heard all those shouts, right? They didn't sound. Yeah, they sounded quite like they were in danger or nervous or running from something. So
Well, let's move away from them.
be aware.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yep. You've come up to the little cabin now. It's it's just kind of a little country cottage, but it's about the size of this desk over here. And there's a little arched doorway, and whoever's inside is having their midday meal perhaps, or just has a fire going for warmth.
What have you led us to today?
A home, I said. I didn't
Where's
say it was
all
a
that?
home
Home
for
for
ants. From afar, I thought it would get larger.
What's all that commotion? Just a moment. You hear from inside the house. And
I'm a little astounded right now.
Yep. The door opens, and a very bent over, wizened old man with a white beard, who his beard's long enough that it just kind of like brushes against the ground, and just this nice little silver streak. It's like hunched over, looking out the door. He's wearing like a little red stocking cap, and just ordinary clothes, and he looks over all of you. He says, "Whoa, what a commotion!"
Say like 6 inches tall.
He is size 1/8.
Pretty small.
I'm 1/2, right?
Yep.
Halflings are half.
Yep. So he's half as big as you. He's very small.
He's somewhat smaller than I.
Yep. A good day to you, strangers. He looks like he hasn't been out of his cabin for a while because he's looking at the stalks of grass that are like starting to tower over his cottage. He's like, something's in the rainwater, it seems.
Wouldn't you be a fourth as tall as you?
Well, if we take a unit of
1/4
one.
would be half of 1/2.
Yes. So he's yet small. I mean, he fits in that table, so
Yeah, he does.
Right,
So
it's pretty damn small.
Yeah.
he's small. I say
So the normal human's 6 feet. I'm 3 feet.
He is
He's
Like,
an
like,
eighth
less
of
than a
one.
foot.
So
he's like
yeah.
6 inches.
yeah, he's really small.
6 to 8 inches.
Yeah, that's right.
So, what do you mean by that?
This is not natural, of course.
Is it not?
Oh, certainly not. And I can
Some
hear-
would say you are not natural.
Oh, well, that should be obvious. But yes, smart, keen eyes there, dwarf.
What are you?
I'm an old man. I've lived here a long time, and I value my peace. He says, but you big folk ought to do something about this growth. Left unchecked, it will get very hard to go anywhere soon.
How tall does the grass look to us?
The grass is, for the dwarves, it's coming up to just under their necks, and to humans, like, up to your waist. And the trees themselves are growing much, much larger, too, that you can see. So.
We require aid to make it to the nearest town. Do you have anything you can offer us?
Just a moment, and he goes back inside his home.
Little Yoda piece of shit. Should use ruin on him.
Oh god. He hobbles back out after a few minutes, and he has like little bundled snacks of like nuts and berries, like wrapped in leaves that he like hands out. Yeah. Have some nourishment. Oh. Yeah. Okay. He hands you each one, and he says, perhaps, well, that's much of my food stores, so perhaps you can compensate me.
Oh, I'll compensate you already.
I have an
Oh,
idea.
good.
What is your favorite animal?
That would be a graceful stag, I would say. With many points to his magnificent antlers.
Could just set up a bolt thrower in front of his face.
See, okay, I have an idea. So I have a spell call small animal. Maybe I could call a jackalope.
Okay.
Jackalope.
Nice.
That's like a rabbit with antlers, right?
Yeah.
Is that a real animal or a mythical?
It's a mythical animal, but people in Europe believed in its existence for many centuries.
I'll sold
And
this one.
hoaxers, like, you know, would find them and like glue them onto their heads and stuff. But there could be a jackalope in this universe.
I bring as a token of our appreciation, how about this?
Okay.
And
And so you like call it from the nearby area? Is that how it works?
let me see. If a compelled small animal appears in the area.
Okay.
Well,
Right.
it says find appropriate to the environment. So
Okay.
I guess it is supposed to be like already existing.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna say that they do.
Alright, cool. That's it.
They're uncommon, but and this is just automatic success.
I believe so. Yeah, it doesn't.
Okay. Oh, look at this fine beast.
It is no stag, but to a man your size,
It is even better.
it may as well be.
He goes up to it and like strokes its mantle of fur. He says, "Oh, this is wondrous." He takes like his little staff and like beats it to like beats it and just no, he corrals it into like this little fence that he has, which the jackalope could easily like leap over at any time, but the jackalope obeys and goes inside the enclosure. He says, "That was an honorable exchange. I wish you well on your journey."
As cruel it is as it is, I don't see why I wouldn't just rip this guy's roof off and ransack his house.
He fed us.
I'm a monster.
It's very small.
But
What?
he has things in his home. Who knows what he could have in there?
Small things.
Artifacts.
Small thing.
Here, I'll use sense magic.
Okay,
Do I sense any magic coming from his home?
not from his home, just from him.
From him?
Yeah.
He
Chef
himself.
Samuel put him in a sack.
That could be good.
Some at market.
He might have like a magical ring
Yeah.
around his waist.
So were you born this way? Small?
He says, that was a long time ago when I was born. I don't know exactly if I was born this size, but I've spent much of my life this size, yes.
Were you once normal sized?
Oh yes, I'm certain I must have been.
Huh.
It is the end of the road for this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna use Rend.
Alright, Bert, I'm gonna need the book one.
Yep.
Okay.
You're good.
Okay, so I take 2 damage. Now it's a will attack versus his agility. I can't imagine he's that agile, but I'm ready to be surprised.
He's small though.
Yeah, so this is a magical attack.
Go ahead.
God damn it. 4.
Failure. Alright, combat begins.
This 5 agility.
Oh, are we fighting then?
Yep.
I don't feel. What'd you roll?
A 3.
Alright, you guys know
This is not Godbone.
you know the drill. Fast or slow.
Fast.
All of you are in melee range of him right now, if that helps you decide what you want to do.
Merc?
What I would want to do?
Fast or slow?
I don't know what that means.
The combat order goes fast players, fast enemies, slow players, slow enemies. Fast means you get to do 1 action or 1 move. Slow is 1 action and 1 move. So, if you're not planning on moving, go fast.
Okay. Then fast.
Okay. I'll go first. I'll use Ruin.
Okay.
I take 1 damage. It's an automatic hit.
Okay.
He takes 1d6 damage. 6.
Nice. That was a good hit.
And then he has to do a strength challenge roll. If he fails, he is fatigued for 1 minute.
Okay. As you deal damage to him, all of a sudden you see him go, whoa! And he's now a full-sized man, like old man. He's grown exponentially.
I knew it.
Okay.
What about a strength challenge roll?
Okay. I will tell you.
So he's
that.
human sized now.
Yes.
He was an
He is
So
size.
he's
He is
twice my
size
size
one.
now.
He is size 1.
He was deceiving us.
He failed the strength challenge roll.
So he's fatigued for 1 minute. What does that mean?
All attack and challenge rolls with 1 day.
Damage when you take
So that'll pretty much be
for
for
the
the rest of
whole
the
combat.
combat. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I think as he grew, like he almost like if he gets pushed back, he might flatten his little like cottage. But so okay. Who else has gone fast?
Mert.
All right, go for it, Mert.
Okay. Well, I became kind of frightened by that.
Yep.
So I have a thing that it's actually a.
Are you gonna become JT?
That's the question. If I succeed this, I won't be frightened.
Why would you be frightened?
It's a thing. I know. I'm making this a mechanic of my own character.
But frightened is a mechanic.
Correct.
When
That will happen
when
in
the
a
DM
different.
tells you.
That will happen in a different time. My character's personality is very.
Why don't you just be the evil guy at all times?
Because that's not how things work. Okay, I fail. So I am frightened. So JT comes up. So you see kind of this guy, like I shriek when he turns into human size. Like that freaks me out.
Yeah. Yep.
And suddenly you see my demeanor change very quickly.
Okay.
You see a smile come out across his face and my small sword stab at the guy. Now, I don't know this game well enough. What is a boon?
A boon is a d6 that you add to your d20 roll, and you can take the number of the d6 and
Because I have a thing that's once per round as a rogue. I can make an attack or challenge roll with 1 boon.
Yep.
If I attack with that 1 boon, so
So
I
you get an extra d6 on chance to hit.
on this.
Yep.
So once per round I get to do that. So I
Yep.
use trickery. I'm gonna need it. Ooh. So it's that plus what's my attack?
You gotta get 13 or better to hit his defense.
No then.
Okay. Ha! Okay. Okay. Thomas, did you go fast or slow?
Oh, so you don't have any attack bonus.
Okay.
It's just static.
It's either strength or agility, but
My agility's a 13.
oh, and it's a short sword. Is that a finesse weapon?
It is.
Oh, then I guess you did hit.
Okay.
Okay, so how
do damage?
tell me what those numbers mean. What's the 13? What's the 13 give me?
How do you have a 13 agility? Is this another Phil situation?
Halfling rogue. That's probably what you're like supposed to be. That's what you guys gave me. I rolled those things.
That's what you
rolled.
Yeah, I did that here. You were here. He rolled. We rolled all that stuff.
Think attributes aren't rolled though.
No, being a halfling rogue is like what you should be, so they get that. That's what my number showed up. I'll show you. Have you ever been a halfling? I can show you the picture.
What's their starting?
Have you ever been?
What do they start at? Like 11 agility. I'm just wondering, like when it says like raise 2 attributes by 1, you can't raise the same one.
Correct.
But it's still okay.
My strength is a 9. My intellect's a 9. I will look at this stuff.
I mean, you're acting incredulous that we would accuse you, but there's been shenanigans at this very table that I've called out many times.
That's true.
Primarily Phil, but
yes.
No one is above accusation.
5 damage, Sean.
Oh. Okay.
I must look.
Whoa! Whoa! And he's flattened the little cottage behind him. He's now size 2.
He got bigger?
Yep.
He's getting bigger.
Was that his action?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
So he went slow.
Well, no.
Oh,
I was
his
just
action is.
I was describing the effect of Mert's attack.
Okay, so it's his turn.
Yep. Okay. So you guys are all 3 of you are in melee range still.
Well, he's on the ground, but
yeah. He's gonna stay on the ground. He's getting big. He starts leaning towards you, Gug, and you see just these big things of drool coming out of his mouth, and he's like, and then he's gonna try and bite you. So he's using his gibbering drool attack on you. I'll give him a bane because he's on the ground.
Yeah, 2 banes.
Oh, that's true.
That boy's fatigued.
Yep.
Might be right. Needed to be at 12. All my other stats.
Oh boy!
15.
Every time I have to call somebody out.
No, it's good. Well, it's good you did that.
All right. So,
but I added one. I did what Thomas said, so I don't. I added it to something else, so I don't know why I would have added that twice. Only that specific one. Well, this was like when we did that whatchamacallit.
What's your defense, Gug?
9.
Okay. Okay, he bites you. You take 3 damage.
Okay.
Make a will challenge roll.
I shall do so. Fail.
You gain 1 insanity. You see like he's like it's burned into your mind.
How much damage was it?
3 damage.
I welcome the insanity.
Okay, Thomas, go ahead.
Can the jackalope attack?
The jackalope has fled.
Well, I should say it's compelled for an hour.
Oh, all right. Then yeah, you could direct it.
Alright. It'll start like...
it's not a badger.
Butting at him. I don't know if it'll do anything, but like, maybe it'll do like 1 damage.
Roll a d4. If you roll a 4, it'll do 1 damage.
Why don't you have it like climb in his mouth?
It's not big enough yet.
Size 2? It's pretty big.
It's a 1. Right.
Okay, you didn't want it to do 1 damage in my opinion. But
oh, okay. I think I see what's happening.
Yeah.
Alright. I say burn it.
Ooh, fire spell,
So
nice.
I'll if I were to emit a cone, who would I hurt?
Just him.
Alright.
And the jackalope. If it damages everything, because the jackalope was like right next to him. Like,
Coney.
yeah.
Yeah, that's true. That'll bring back TJ.
Yeah. He comes back for the coney smell of conies.
It's there. He loves his coney.
A cone 3 yards long. So 3d6 damage everything in the area. Half damage on agility challenge roll.
Okay.
But he has a Bane.
He does have a Bane
challenge rolls.
It's hot. 12.
It's hot.
Alright, it is half damage.
God, this guy's.
He rolled a 4 for his Bane, but he has a +3 and he rolled a 15, so net -1 is 15. So he takes 6 damage. Fire? Okay.
We found the
and he grows to size 3.
Alright, so I did a slow action, so that was my attack. I'd like to move.
Yeah.
I'll try to.
Yeah, his like feet, or like, well, no, he like moved this way, so yeah, he's like this, and then you guys are all kind of like by his hands and head right now, so you can move away from him.
Okay, that's what I'll do. Now, was the coney roasted?
It was immolated. Yeah, I'd say you have a nice charred rabbit there.
Alright.
Okay, new round.
Fast. You say fast?
You said fast.
Fast. This guy didn't move at all, did he?
Nope.
Okay.
But I mean, you'll be in his range probably for the rest of the battle because he keeps growing by size 1.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Slow.
Okay, the fasters can go.
I will use Ruin again.
Okay. Auto hit.
Auto hit. 6.
Yeah, he clearly can't take this forever, but he also keeps getting bigger each time it happens.
We will feast on his giant corpse.
So now he's size 4.
That's like
he's getting really big.
So if size 1 is like,
I don't know if it's exponential or.
Let me see what a dragon size is.
It might be 24 feet, but I don't know.
Well, is 6 the average, or is like 5 more human average?
the math is
6 is the average around these parts.
Well,
math is easier if we call it 5.
Yeah, he's like the biggest guy you've ever seen now.
Oh,
he's
that's
basically like a giant.
That's not that's like
a giant.
Feet?
No, he's like
You don't mean biggest human, you mean biggest creature?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Biggest, yeah. Alright. Because a dragon and a huge demon are size 3. So
he's bigger
so
than
he's
bigger
like,
than a huge dragon.
He's like getting just really like he could probably like smush you like with his hand like by this
still on the ground.
Yeah, he is.
Good.
Okay. Mert did it fast.
Yep, I did. I'm gonna do the same trickery because it's once per round, right? So it's a new round.
That's how it works.
That's how it works. Oof, not good. Okay, I'm looking up modifiers.
Okay.
I have to figure out. I rolled a 9.
It's just 1 for 1. 11 is a +1, 12 is a +2, so on and so forth.
And what's the finesse thing do for me?
That means you can use your agility mod.
Are you using iron? What kind of weapon are you using?
Small sword. So probably.
I would think so.
Okay. Yeah, it'll hit.
Okay.
Yep.
Then I do
Auto
the
hit.
boon again.
Auto crit.
7 damage.
Okay. Ooh! Ow! Ow! He like blood is like spurting out of his arm.
What's the damage on
He's-
his short sword? Oh,
doing-
the trickery is.
Trickery gives me an
bonus
extra
damage.
D6.
Okay.
He's like
Sneak attack.
Yeah.
very close to death, but now he's size 5.
Oh my gosh! I keep stabbing him. He keeps getting bigger.
Well, every time he takes damage.
What have you started?
You will have food for years.
Okay, Thomas, you did slow.
I don't like the taste of human flesh.
Iron, no! You see just this massive hand
Coming out on
for
me?
you, yeah.
Of course.
Oh my god. He does have a Bane though. Okay. He crit.
Okay, Bane that.
Yep.
You're dead.
Yeah. Here, we got plenty of character sheets, so. Size 5 hand.
Alright.
Jesus Christ.
5d6.
It's a building falling on you.
14 damage.
I pass out.
Okay.
Well, I don't know how you die in this game, per se.
That's how.
Well,
no, you could. What HP are you at?
12. 12 to 14
so
to -2.
Okay, no, you can still live.
I mean, none of us can heal.
Well, Thomas is gonna need to do something here.
Guy's almost dead, luckily. I almost killed him.
Yep. I even tell you, Thomas, he has 5 HP.
Did he lift his hand off of Mert? Or is it just like...
Was he like grinding?
Yeah.
he gave it a good smushing, but then yeah, he's getting ready to like lift it. So you
Unless we kill him.
You see this.
I mean, there's a chance.
Yeah.
A chance.
Yeah. And we'll say he killed one of the other dwarves with that.
One less.
Oh my
God.
Okay.
Oh no, this is possible. 1d6. I mean, it's my only chance. I'm gonna hit him with a flame missile.
It's a good idea.
Or hold on, I'm slow. I could do something else. Is this better?
Just took a giant sized. So you have a warrior here.
He's no warrior.
Yeah,
what is he? Oh, that's right. He's the mugger, and he's like 70 years old. That's why.
So spell. I can't do a spell in any attack.
He's shit.
So I have only one choice. It's the flame missile.
Right up his nostril.
Will attack against agility.
You'll want. Hopefully this gets him, because then if not, he'll get bigger, and then one of you could potentially get the fist. All right.
You must win it.
Yep.
Oh, you rolled good.
14.
Versus
agility.
That hits.
Alright. 1d6 damage.
Ooh, that's...
Hold on, this is a bad one.
Thin margin of error.
Yeah.
Here's the one that usually rolls high. 6.
He's right. He's right. He was right.
6.
Cthulhu was
right up his
nostril.
So he's now this huge burning man effigy. He's probably like I just for dramatic purposes will say he like wrenches up off the ground. He's probably like 50 feet high, just massive. And as he like starts falling, there's like this huge burning body. You see it just rapidly shrink like on its way down, and by the time he like plummets to the ground, it's just the 1/8.
That probably causes like a very loud sound.
Oh,
as no air rushes.
Oh
in.
yeah, sure. Yeah, there's like this flattening wind.
Yeah.
This shot like in Fellowship of the Ring when Sauron.
Exactly. Yeah.
Does the wind blow JT directly to hell?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
It doesn't deal damage to anyone. But okay, let's take a look at the death rules.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Because I think you're gonna come back as TJ then.
Yes, of course I will.
Okay. Incapacitated.
Yeah, how do you actually die in this game? Is there a strict...
I don't know, it's only ever happened to
Okay, so first, roll a d6.
Okay. 4.
Okay, nothing happens.
Okay.
Because right now, you are disabled.
Okay.
Oh, no, you're dying. You're dying.
You're dying.
So nothing happens. You guys now, it's a new round if you want to give assistance to your buddy.
I'll loot his body.
You see like the imprint of like the hand, and then he's just right in the middle of that smushing. Okay, so you're a loot JT.
Does he have any coins on him?
Do you?
4 copper pieces.
They're mine now.
Alright.
Is it?
Hey, what are you doing? That's our friend! One of the dwarves says.
He was your friend.
If we, hey, he's not dead yet. Do I know he likes Coney?
Coney?
Yeah, actually,
TJ,
I mean,
you know
there's
TJ.
no
We didn't have any conies in the mines.
But he might have told us like, oh, it's been years since I've eaten Coney.
Yeah, there were probably plenty of stories TJ. That's TJ
maybe,
held on to.
Maybe I'll
That's
see
one of his good memories.
Yeah.
I'll see the jackalope and be like, maybe this will help.
So you're gonna like waft the Coney over him?
Yeah, like smelling salts.
Okay, it'll be a new round. Gun, take corruption. Okay.
I will roll my d20.
Yeah. What are you up to? 3? 4?
Yeah. Nope.
Okay. Soon you'll start to have like the visible symptoms of corruption. Where you have like weeping.
I feel like I already do.
Yeah. Well, you are hairless.
I'm a monster.
Yeah. Okay. Bert, roll a d6.
2.
Okay, roll a d6.
2.
Roll a d6.
1.
Okay, the Coney will erase that one, so keep rolling.
1.
Okay. So all
and
you
I have
is,
a power that lets me heal. That's
are
the worst
dead.
part. Like I have a recovery power that lets me actually heal.
What are the rules? He's dead. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, those
no.
are the rules.
Yeah.
Was it roll till you get a 6 or 1?
Yep.
We're using Cthulhu die?
Yeah. Dude, look at that. It's the same thing. Oh man.
Damn, I'm
That is shit.
dead. I mean, this had that 1/6 in it. I call
Yeah.
out all its
Well,
power.
You call it.
I let him erase a 1 with the Coney
Coney
small,
small.
but that's all I can do.
There you go.
Too late.
Oh, our friend.
No.
Well, let's get that rabbit going.
Alright.
Yes. Put it on the spit.
So the burning corpse is just.
It became just the little old man that you encountered.
Yeah, which you were hoping for all
Did
that.
he have anything on him? A magical ring around his
Do
waist?
you closely examine the body?
Oh yeah.
Alright, give me a perception.
Oh,
With a boon.
Oh nice.
Yeah. You've got plenty of time to examine it.
Question.
Not
If they
enough.
would have poured my flask of liquid courage in my mouth, would it have helped me? Because he
Did
was
you?
searching through my stuff. I don't know,
Actually,
but
you know
he
what?
would have probably
I would
not
have
helped
drank
me.
it.
Yeah, that's what I.
So
now you.
if Thomas intervened or not.
You know what? It's really funny. I think I had a healing potion.
Probably.
I didn't think about it. It was on the other side of my sheet.
Thomas, do you want to save your friend?
That's the question.
Yes.
Okay.
Because healing potion, I wouldn't have to roll any of that stuff.
All right.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
You
That was.
Thomas, you can administer the potion to him, and you're going to take 1 insanity.
Okay.
Because you had a vision of him dying,
So
and
you
you were
saw
sure it
what
happened. You saw him die, and then all of a sudden you're like, no, I have this healing potion, and then you see that, like, so basically you're not sure what reality is, but you're able to resuscitate him.
So what's a healing potion
Yep.
do?
It's your healing rate.
So
Oh,
you're back to 1.
my healing rate is 3.
Yep, so you are at 1.
Oh, it takes you from where you were.
Oh, no,
negative.
it'd take you from 0, so you're at 3.
Okay.
Yep.
Is it always a 9?
Was it a 6?
Oh,
Yeah,
thank-
I think
What's your
so.
guy's
Then it
name?
must be
His
a
name's
6.
God.
Okay, then I
What's your
failed.
guy's name?
Okay, you see that his
Christopher.
beard, even with a failure, his teeth have
I
formed
was
into these
forced to
little
come up
like
with one on the spot.
crystals, so you might be able to sell those.
Ooh.
So you can like rip the little teeth out of his gums with the.
I will do so.
Alright.
I have a hammer, so.
All right, let's see. Okay, add 7 crystal teeth to your inventory.
Nice.
Okay. Oh, he's still alive. Oh, praise the ancestors.
I use nimble recovery to get another 3 HP back. So I'm at half HP.
Let's get that Coney roasting.
That little thing. And so now I'm back to TJ.
Yep. You see like the crushed little cabin. You see the handprint that you were laying in, but then yes, you see your friend finishing like taking out the teeth from the little
I
guy.
thought I died. How am I still here?
He gave you
It's
some
your-
of that drink.
Your good friend Christopher
Yes.
saved you.
Thank you. I look at the monster and go, you,
Come
Where are
on,
my
yeah,
coins?
look at the
Monster is down there!
I have 4 copper pieces. What happened to them?
I think your alter ego threw them to the wind.
He would do that probably.
Okay.
Is there anything in the cabin? The
That
remnants?
smashed.
The remnants of the cabin?
Yeah, there's like a pile of broken twigs, like a leaf quilt, like a quilt of like little knit together leaves.
Like 2?
No.
Oh no, it like very small little. I don't know. Sure,
Alright.
yeah, it's small.
Yeah.
There's like a little staff. It's like kind of a little shepherd's crook, but it's very miniature, and that's actually remained intact.
But it's not magical.
Not that you're spell observed, but
Then it is nothing to me.
okay. Do any of you speak Elvish? Okay, then this will be interesting. As you guys are coming back to your feet, you see a group of dryads come out of the forest. Are you familiar with dryads? I can give you. I'll give you the description.
I'm my two professions are animal trainer and tracker. So tracker might have had me come across dryads somewhere.
They're size 1 fairies. They're kind of like woodland nymphs, you could say.
All I'm thinking of is Secret of Mana.
And
right?
I'm gonna set up a bolt thrower right in front of them.
All of you can roll a will with 1 bane upon seeing the dryads.
Oh god.
Oh gee.
A what?
Fail.
A will?
Will.
11.
I rolled a 11.
Okay, so Gug is charmed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he sees all of the dryads because of how beautiful they are as trusted friends and allies. He cannot choose those creatures as the target of its attack until the charmed effect ends. Which, let's see.
TPK.
So basically, until he like gets well out of range of the dryads, or if the dryads become incapacitated, or or they themselves remove the charm off of Gug.
Okay.
So Gug, you just like how they look. And you're like, no, I don't want to shoot that. It's too pretty to shoot.
Beautiful.
Hello.
Yeah. Okay. They kind of give a greeting in return, and then one of them gives like this long speech in Elvish to you that none of you understand.
I'm just nodding my head.
Yeah, they seem to appreciate that you've killed whatever this being is, and you see like one was like kind of pulling apart some gremlin arms and like kind of eating them, so it looks like maybe they were chasing whatever was in the forest, and they after giving this speech to you, they kind of just go away. So nothing, no combat.
Oh. Am I to assume that that's what I heard running?
So perhaps the dryads were chasing their quarry.
Like their language is kind of what I recognize I heard.
Yeah, it sounded very similar. Okay. So it's Elvish speech, but of course in the Demon Lord setting, all the elves are pretty much gone, or the ones that are around are evil and very reclusive. Okay. But their language perseveres among the Fey races. Okay. So yeah, the dryads basically leave you alone, and it looks like if you descend through that way, they won't be attacking you in the forest. So,
well, at least our travel will be a little safer. We can have a rest.
They were pretty swell.
Yeah, and you notice his little quilt.
So that's gonna last really long for him.
His little leaf quilt looks like it was made from like the stalks of like their hair. So maybe he had like killed some dryads for his little
Did a good thing.
Yep,
we did.
You did inadvertently.
Like he feels really good about that now.
It was motivated by theft and murder, but you okay.
Accidents happen.
We help those
happy
leaf heads.
Yes.
Okay, so one miner died.
Yep.
So you will have to carry his share.
Or?
Because you are 2 people.
TJ, like, that's not how it works.
That's how it works.
But I can try.
I'm limping with a cane. I'm carrying 20 pounds, so.
I already have 20 pounds.
Only 20? I thought we agreed on 60.
No, that's what I wanted, but. Oh yeah, you're right.
Me and you have 60.
You're right. Phil was a piece of shit.
Oh, so I only am doing 20.
No, you're doing 60. And now you're doing 120.
Dude, that's my own weight, probably.
Came to the
I'm a halfling.
Fine. We'll each take 10 extra.
Okay. Gosh, we're gonna be moving slowly.
So
we're taking 70 pounds.
Grin and bear.
Okay.
So by the fact we're in forest, that means we made it above ground.
You are above ground.
We've been above ground the whole time.
So from the start of the session. End of last session, you ended up above ground.
Okay, that was the last thing we did. We emerged.
Remember you wanted to piss on the hole?
Oh, yep. Right.
What Christopher wanted.
Okay, let's try and get halfway to the town before we rest.
Okay.
All right.
You want to go? You want to make it to town before resting?
Halfway.
Oh, halfway. Okay. All right. So yep, you'll descend through the woods. It's the woods have grown very wild, and fortunately, the dryads actually maintain something of a little pathway, so that makes it even slightly navigable. But even still, with the weight you're carrying and the overgrowth, it's slow going.
Mm-hmm.
So by the end of the day, you've come to probably the edge of the forest, and then, you know, within maybe another half an hour, 20 minutes of traveling, you'll come into the plain and have the approach into town. So, Gug, you might not have hit halfway, but you're close to halfway.
Tomorrow will be a productive day.
Okay. So it looks like this will be a safe place to rest because, again, the Dryads seem to have acknowledged as you doing a service for them. So
we will set up camp here.
Okay.
Get the fire going.
Put the oar down so we can have a
Yep.
break.
May rest your weary shoulders.
I will ask if the miners will come with me to go gather some wood.
you think the Dryads will like that?
Oh.
They will allow anything. They are very nice.
I hope so.
Well, then maybe you should go talk with them.
I must set up my servant for the night's watch.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good for us to have.
Yep. Very, very good.
So who's gonna gather firewood?
He's the
tracker.
wilderness man.
Yeah, I am.
And he needs the miners to do the labor.
Mert, give me a perception with a boon.
Okay. So that gives me another extra d6.
Yep.
Ooh, I rolled good.
Okay.
Perception is 9, so 17 plus 9 is 25.
That's
26.
not how that works. You
How does it work?
Minus
jackalope.
Oh, because of intellect?
Yeah, that's actually
It's just minus one.
Oh, okay.
Here, well, it's still 20 for you.
Perception is not. Oh my god.
So
That'd be
I
amazing.
rolled a 73.
I mean, are you still above 10?
Perception.
20. I rolled a 20.
You rolled 17 plus 4.
Yeah, the
Minus
answer's
one.
yes.
20 total.
God
20
damn
total,
it!
that's what I just said. I rolled a 17 plus 4
No,
minus
rolling
1.
a 20 is very
You-
different than 20 total.
You and the other dwarves
Correct.
are able to gather enough firewood without having to fell any like trees or.
Oh,
anything.
so just gathering
Yeah.
kindle and...
While they are gone,
Okay.
I will construct my robo,
Okay.
and I will tell him to keep watch during the night.
Of course, master.
And a few hours in, he is to take a knife and slit the miners' throats.
The 3 remaining dwarves.
Yes,
Right.
very quietly.
I'm gonna say, you know we're miners, right?
He knows what I mean.
Yep. Yep.
It's all clear.
He's got like the little images in his head,
Yeah,
of, like the,
yeah.
the portraits
The
of the
dwarves.
You
slate.
are
Yep.
a trusted ally
Yeah,
because it's a game, and I have
That's
to.
right.
I have to let you live.
Yep. Okay. He has confirmed the directive.
Okay, let's have some coney.
Alright, I come back with all of it and
Yep.
start the fire.
Yep. And the Dryads, at first, their behavior is a little bit more agitated. Like, they seem alarmed, but upon, like, your blaze not turning into a huge bonfire,
Well,
they see...
did we make it into the plane?
No, you're still at the edge
You're
of the
right on
forest,
the...
yeah.
Okay. I wanted it as close to the edge as we can.
Right, right. So after a while, when they see it's not just this out of control blaze, it looks like they're able to overcome their instincts and just kind of withdraw back to their parts of the woods. So,
Okay.
all right. Okay, so Gug informs you that his robot, is still got the watch covered, so you guys can just rest up.
Yep. Yep. We can rest peacefully. Some for longer than others.
But not you.
Why not, Thomas?
You will rest for 8 hours.
That's all that matters to you.
Might as well have, spell recovered myself to heal an extra 3.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Before I rest, I recover.
So Adam, if I use my sling, do I get to add anything to it besides to the attack?
Yeah, probably your agility mod.
My Joe. Okay, that's what I thought.
Someone named Zach Studzinski
Yes.
says, "Kill Mert."
What a surprise!
Well, if you wanted that done,
Yeah,
you can always
you gotta be here yourself.
You can create
You
his
can do
assassin
it yourself.
character with the sole purpose of
Yeah.
killing him, like
Wow.
Matt did for Artemis that one
and
time.
Ed did.
That'd be a
For Ova,
Ova.
he created the monster.
Failures, both of them.
pretty interesting way to go.
Okay, The night passes. You all can restore your HP as you would in a rest.
Nice.
We awaken to a horror.
Yes.
We awaken to peace.
Yep.
Well, yeah, but it's horrible in a way.
Are you a part of the right group?
Well, like, shock, I guess, would be. TJ's pretty shocked. He sees these miners dead. He fails the fight and becomes JT.
So I don't have to deal with him bitching then.
JT's like,
Okay.
life's...
I
They
like,
live
I
YOLO.
like that guy better.
YOLO.
I'm gonna just set up like a device that just frightens you whenever you turn back.
Right. When you wake up in the morning, Gug,
Yeah.
as you see the beautiful sight of your slain, their dwarves, let's roll a will.
Okay.
Just him.
Yep.
19. No,
Okay.
20.
You are not bothered by the sight at all.
Of course not.
Okay. You guys can roll a will with a bane.
I rolled really good.
Okay.
20.
Okay.
I don't know what Bane means. Does that take a...
Yeah, minus.
with it, whatever
Yeah.
this roll is? Okay. 14.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 15.
All right. All
This bothers us?
no, you guys are fine. You're a little shaken, and
JT
you
came
know,
out, he's
but
like, man.
you see that the three of the dwarves have had their throats cut in the night.
What happened?
Who
I thought your
watched?
robot was watching.
Oh, he was watching. He watched as he slit their
Robot,
throats.
where
Or
is it?
you tell
Are you
them.
telling us?
Oh, yeah.
Quiet. Why
3
do
less
that?
shares.
Who's gonna carry all
Who's
this
gonna carry it?
ore?
The robot?
We must make a skiff and pull it together.
Skiff of dead dwarves.
Perhaps if we
Oh no,
sew,
that might not be good coming into town.
if we sew together their bodies. Ass
No,
to
but
foot.
maybe their clothes and cloaks and things like that.
Won't those be recognized back home
What home?
in the town?
That's not their home. That's not your home.
You guys are going. You
That's
guys
no
are,
one's home.
You guys, they're probably Khazragard natives, and you guys are not going to Khazragard.
Oh, okay.
So,
Wow.
yeah.
Could we fashion a stone skiff
A stone
out
skiff.
of ore? Use some of the ore to make a skiff.
It's rocks.
I got picks. Bunker.
I want you to
I must
You
roll
so
one.
am I.
explain this design to Ziggy.
So is JT.
I require an explanation.
So is JT.
Yep.
Find the biggest ore.
Okay.
Flatten it.
Just what? Roll on it with your. How are you gonna flatten it?
Pick.
Okay.
Okay, so let me logically
Maybe-
think.
Yep.
Four
You're right. it's probably-
four
it's not-
miners were
it's not-
carrying how much ore? The 4 of them when we originally started.
They will say they were carrying like 40 pounds.
We have
of
what?
60 was the argument.
This guy found a bunch of
I'm
wood.
just gonna take the middle of the two for the
20
NPCs.
to-
So
okay.
you've got 160 pounds among their bodies.
And we each
feel
have
like the number
210.
keeps going down of how much ore we have.
There was 60 times 6.
I made sure everyone took 60,
And
and
only Phil.
because he deceived me, and I thought he took 60.
Okay, fine. They can
If
have
those
60.
dwarves
Yeah,
are
60.
slacking,
Oh, so 100.
I
So
would've
they have
killed them.
240 pounds
There were
amongst their
4
bodies.
dwarves?
Yep.
right?
Okay, yep. I
Yeah.
have a better idea. So he has wood, or he can get wood. Make it when we have rope. Make a
Like
raft.
vines or something. Yeah, tie it all together. Oh, yeah, we have rope.
Yeah, I do. I have a
Yeah, we
50
can
foot
make
coil.
some sort of stick.
Okay, I'll tell you
sled.
this. You have a realization because you were the one gathering the firewood. In order to make a skiff properly and sturdy enough, you will need to fell one of the living trees of the forest.
What if we use clothes as the foundation, reinforced with sticks?
It might work.
I would
I
tell
mean,
them.
that's a lot of like ore that's gonna go on that thing. And
Yeah, I know.
Oh, the cart was left
Nah,
behind.
that was
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Those dryads will not like it if we take down one of the trees.
Mhm.
I'm fine with it, but they won't like it.
I mean, I didn't think they'd like us killing that magical little man.
And yet
But they did.
But when I was
Yeah,
gathering
that's true.
sticks, they sure didn't like it.
Oh, you saw them looking?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. And I didn't have to cut down a tree. I just took random pieces from the ground.
We must strip these dwarves.
Strip them naked.
Yes.
Alright.
What if we like kind of?
I think we should take them out of the forest
cut
too,
them open.
because I don't think
put
they'll
the
like
ore
that.
in them.
They will consume them.
Yeah, it's fertilizer.
Back to nature.
We scoop them out. We put the ore inside of them.
In exchange for freshly cut trees, we give you these dead.
Yeah, and we can make that trade.
We don't speak their
bodies
language.
are skiffs.
That's not good coming into town. Even I know that.
It's horrifying.
We wrap them in their clothes, so it looks like we're just dragging clothes, but we're really dragging.
I think that's
dwarves full of rock.
Can your robot help us at all with it?
Well, he'll help pull, but
no, but not
carrying. Help with a skip. So what do they have on them?
The dwarves
coinage.
Oh yeah, yep. You can add another. We'll just say 16 silver pieces.
Yep. Halfway to the town took us how long about?
The full day.
Full day travel back here. If we left it here or left it somewhere.
Yeah, you could just leave it here.
I will take 8 silver and give you each 4. For I am a generous god.
JT throws it back to you.
Oh, good.
As you said he would. I don't need no money.
Thomas will take it though.
Not little money like that. I like bigger money.
Okay. So what can we do with all their clothing?
Dig a hole.
We can put their boots where their hands used to be.
We shouldn't be able to just stuff this all and wrap it all in rope. We got a lot of rope.
Maybe we won't get all the rope. We can just we should just try that and see how much we can fit in there.
There you go. That's what we're doing.
So you take all their clothes.
Yep.
Try and turn it into a big sack.
Yep. Shove all the ore.
Shove the ore in the sack.
Wrap it all
as
in the Just drag it along the ground.
That's what we're doing.
Oh my god.
So half the way to town took us one full day. Not doing this.
Yeah.
But we didn't have your robot to help either. But still.
Right.
Okay.
It'll be fine though.
How much rope do you have?
I have a coil.
A coil.
And he has a coil.
Dwarves have coil?
Doesn't specify how much it says rope.
Yeah, it just says
it's
coil,
a coil
rope.
It's
Okay.
50 feet.
Probably 50 feet.
Will you all commit all of your coils?
Oh yeah.
To reinforce the structure.
JT doesn't like it because he doesn't know if spelunking becomes an opportunity, what he's gonna do. But
we're on our way to town right now.
Yeah, I'll buy some more rope.
Yeah.
So we really want to be dragging the stuff on top of the rope. So the whole thing is wrapped in rope. So it's not like the cloth is dragging on the ground.
And we still have the wooden raft, or we using sticks at all?
Unless you want to go in the forest.
I thought he had some sticks. It's not like a lot.
He used that for the fire.
And maintaining it.
Yeah.
I guess we try our best. Might rip a hole.
Okay, you can at least try. My idea
That's why
is
I want the rope to sort of be the bridge between the ground and the. Yeah, maybe, but I can repair it.
Oh,
because I have jury ring.
Yeah, let's try it.
So any tears I can repair.
Okay, so all 3 coils are committed?
Yep.
Okay.
all 3.
All the clothes of the 4 dead dwarves are committed.
Yep.
And then like various twigs, sticks, various like bramble you can use to reinforce.
Yeah, anything to sort of go between the sack and the ground.
Okay, I'll get an intellect challenge roll with a boon from Gug, and then an agility challenge roll from the both of you with a boon.
Crit. So total of 26.
I got an 11.
Okay.
Got a 9.
Alright.
I can have my robot help because he has a 14 agility.
Okay.
That's probably you were going
We'll
there.
say he's committed to helping too.
Okay.
Is this for pulling?
Gug,
Or for making?
Gug, by the end of your, as you're like doling out what things to do and creating this architect vision in your head, by the time it's finished, you realize, despite its crudeness, this is one of your finer designs that you've made. All of the ore, all of the ore, we'll say, except for 20 pounds on each of you, because not to overstrain the structure, as Gug determined, has been nicely fit into that contraption, that big bundle. And yeah, that's so. Let's see. If everyone had 67 of you, that's like. Okay, yeah. So there's like 360 pounds of ore in that bundle, and then you guys are carrying the rest on your backs.
Okay.
and you were able to do this without disturbing the dryads further, so they didn't seem to take any issue as you guys were doing about this. Building this though took the morning. Like that was no easy feat. What do you guys have for food? Is it just you have like days of rations?
I have a week's worth of rations.
Okay.
Didn't we get some fruit off that little man?
Yes,
he gave you like one small meal.
Yeah, it was very little.
All right, I'm just gonna say, all of you guys put yourself at like 5 days rations. Okay. Because you've been eating, along
through
the
the mountain
and
all that type of stuff.
Okay. All right, so it's we'll say it's 1 in the afternoon on your second day out of the cave, because the first day you killed the guy and then rested. And made it to the edge of the woods. So now you have about half a day to travel to the city.
Let's get going.
Okay. Will all 3 of you drag the rocks?
Yeah, and then my robot.
Okay. That's gonna slow the pace. So
what's the strongest small animal?
You go
an ant.
Well, in terms of like body weight ratio
in general.
I'd like to help us drag.
What's small?
Moose, badger.
What's small? Like 1.
Oh, is that what you're allowed to have?
Is he small?
He's 1/2.
I'm 1/2.
Is 1/2 small?
Does it not specify?
It's just a small or tiny animal.
Oh, it's small or tiny. You might be. No, that might be 1/4.
Well, tiny.
He's not an animal.
No, I'm just talking
animals
relatively.
Are different size.
Well, no, animal's a category of creature.
Right.
Yep.
Separate from, we don't get put in.
Maybe a dog.
Yeah, maybe a dog.
A small dog.
Sled dog.
That's not a small dog.
Depends. I mean,
it's not a.
You want to see if you can summon a dog from the area?
In the area.
All right, no dog comes. There are no wild dogs in this part of the world.
I don't think any small animal could help.
Alright, and then you continue.
Okay. The rest of the day, you guys are able to go about 7 miles with your drag.
Would it help if my robo had treads?
Yeah.
Can I give him treads?
You gonna commit to an upgrade slot?
I think so.
Okay.
I think it's small or tiny. It's weird when you go into animals. It's
So
size.
that still leaves the chest
It's
cavity.
size 3,
Okay.
size 1
Yeah,
and
he's
a
got
half,
light,
size 1 1/4 or
and
smaller.
something that can go on the
Someday
chest.
So maybe size 1 is.
Maybe he'll have like a
smaller
gas
than-
bomb or something in his chest.
I don't see anything that's just tiny.
It's weird.
Maybe.
Because then he just goes into crowded rooms and then opens his chest. And,
Oh no, it does.
Okay, and I'm gonna have his
Small animal
head
is a category. That's
turn backways.
like a
And
badger.
he's just gonna constantly
dog,
monitor
cat,
the sack for any
and
damage.
giant version
Alright.
of tiny animals.
You're not bleeding ore on the way?
Right.
And then
Okay.
tiny is rabbits, squirrels, snakes, and toads. So it does have
Dogs on the list.
dog is on
Dogs
the
on the list.
How small?
badger.
Any dog.
What's a medium? Is it like a wolf?
Yeah, I think so.
You can get like a husky.
Apes, boars, mastiffs, giant
Sure, if we
versions
had
of
an
small.
ape.
Donkey Kong.
Yeah, that would be no problem.
Do you get to add like traits to that or something? It says add
Sometimes, like because there's different size of the spell. Like if you like downgrade the size, you can add an attribute like climbing.
Yeah, like add the flyer trait to a tiny one to create a bird.
Yeah, so
Or
I
a
could
bat
have
for
created a tiny bird
That's
that
interesting.
flies, or a small flightless bird, so like a big chicken or like a little dove.
Big chicken.
Okay. You're able to go with the tread upgrade that Gug installed on his robot. You're able to go 9 miles that day. You're getting there, but it is slower going with the drag. With good luck, you should still be able to make it to the city outskirts tomorrow. But night has fallen again.
The money will be good.
Yeah.
Probably are sore from having to drag this thing, eh?
Yeah. Let's get perceptions from everybody with a Bane. As you guys come to camp.
With a Bane.
With a Bane.
Man. Shoot.
No problem. That's 17.
Okay.
4. My Bane was a 6, so it hurts.
Right.
17.
Okay. The two of you notice throughout the day, every once in a while, as you're just dragging your load, you see what was like a little like shadow up in the sky, like, you know, passing in front of the sun, and you've caught little bits and pieces of them, despite their best efforts to conceal themselves, of flying creatures that have been monitoring your progress across the plain. And as you stop for camp for the day, again, you saw that same movement, and now they're just kind of like, you see actually one touching down a few hundred yards away, and then a few others coming down over there. So you've never been able to see exactly what it is, but these flying creatures have been stalking you throughout the day.
And this is where we see this more once we've stopped.
Well, you've gone till nightfall now.
Okay.
And you know.
Something. I noticed nothing.
Yeah. Yep. You were
What
oblivious.
are you guys looking at?
What the hell are those?
Back to TJ now.
Shadows in the wind.
Nothing. Whiff of cloud. Yeah.
Are they gonna be trouble at night? Your robot gonna keep us safe?
Well, he'll alert us. Question, can my robot set up my bolt thrower?
Oh man.
Not necessarily use it, but set it up.
Setting it up.
He can if you're conscious. That's my answer.
Okay.
You can't wake up and have it ready to fire.
But I can wake up and he starts
And
to
say,
set it up.
get it ready. Yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, there's nothing for it then.
Will you guys have a fire that night?
We will
Is
Great
there
fire.
Okay.
well, is there wood around?
You would have to go. You would have to go a bit wider to forage for it, or to find it. Otherwise,
You
it will
can
be a
do
bit
that.
chilly.
I'll send Robo with you. He has a light on his head.
Okay. Alright, Robo and I will go.
Okay.
So he's not building your bolt thrower thing?
No,
Okay.
that's emergency.
Okay. Well, then me and Robo will go and gather wood. Could Robo fight if he needed to?
Yep.
Okay.
I mean, he won't. He won't die for you, right?
No, yeah, I meant more like
He'll
if-
defend himself.
that's what I mean more. Like, I don't know.
Okay.
Sean, have you paid attention to the score?
Yeah, it's exciting.
Nice.
It's still 2-1, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see we started pitching? That's real good news. Zach Davey
Yeah.
had a
He
real
had a good game. Yep.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so far.
Mm-hmm. He's still in.
No, haters pitching, but
1 and 2.
Ziggy, can I get a quirk?
Maybe.
It says once each day I can ask for a quirk.
Okay.
Do you want one?
You asking me for a quirk?
It reduces your insanity
Okay.
by whatever number you decide. So, I mean, I'm at 7 insanity. I could instantly die once it reaches 11.
I mean, that's kind of how getting slammed down with a giant hand happened.
Yeah, but you survive.
That's true.
This
Yeah,
is-
nothing to do with
This is
insanity.
death.
That's true. But it can
You
be
don't
split.
mean when you reach through it. You just mean you
No, I
just
mean,
die.
you die. You have a heart attack.
Oh, when you hit that insanity of 11?
It's a possibility.
Find the quirk table.
There is no quirk table.
Oh, it's just.
Oh, but the
It
quirk
comes
would...
from
so
the mind of Sean Michael
Alright.
Malone.
Alright.
Also, the quirk would alleviate your insanity, but give you some sort of debilitating thing, or
well, give him a quirk.
Yeah,
your quirk.
I mean, debilitating in one sense, yes.
Yeah.
But
It's role playing.
Yeah.
You ever heard of it?
Yeah, I gotcha. Yep.
All right, I'll start thinking of one. All right. All right, let's get a D20 from Mert.
Okay. 7.
Okay. As you're out with the little robo dude, he keeps looking to direct your light towards the logs. You now hear, you can hear in the sky the flapping of large wings.
Okay, so now I don't need the perception.
Nope. And right above you, there's like a humanoid with wings who's like lowering towards you, and one's flying over to the camp where the other two are. And
Robo,
we're gonna start things off right now.
Robo, we might need to fight.
Yep. Okay.
You're Robo, right? You fight with Robo? Like his power, like you roll for him? Does he actually have just like an attack, pretty much?
You're awfully concerned about my robot.
Oh, man.
Why don't you concern yourself with
So
yourself?
remind me, fast is only one action.
Action or movement?
One, but
slow movement and action.
Okay.
Yep.
So how close? So he's right on us.
Yeah. Well, it's like kind of like you're about. You're like 100 feet away from the camp.
Right.
That's where you and Robo were searching, and they're descending on both locations. So I'm gonna run these simultaneously.
Yeah. I'm just saying, like they're right. He's right on top of us.
Basically, yeah.
Coming down.
Well, not right on top. I'm giving you a little bit more warning than that.
Okay.
So
okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say for both you, Meg and Thomas, and you, the flying creature at the start of this combat is 20 feet above you, and in a descending pattern.
All right.
Okay.
Good.
At this distance, you're a halfling?
Yeah.
Okay. You two can clearly see that it's a harpy.
Okay.
So it's it's a woman bird hybrid. Also fey creatures like the dryads. It's like they're running rampant in these days of the bloom out here. And Thomas can kind of see that shape, but it's dark.
JC
so
comes out there, keep rolling.
We're never going into the wilderness again.
No, once you make it to town, it's just okay. So
we're gonna turn this place into Mega City 1 and just.
Eventually, all of Sedithar is just the city. That's
right.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So fast and slow, you guys can make your declarations.
Fast.
You are Robo.
I am Robo, and I am Gug.
Gug's here.
Gug's with you,
right.
Robo's with me.
I am in both parties.
He's twice as cool as you and I. Yeah. It's a risk. He could have kept Robo there to protect him, but no fire then. So is it like kind of dark out?
It is. It's nightfall, so.
So we were gonna try to get back
Headlight.
to get the fire going, and these guys.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We will kill them and feast on their bones.
Is Robo also going fast? Is that you both times going fast?
But Gug's not physically there with you right now, right?
No, Robo is.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. Is he going fast with both characters?
Gug's not involved.
Gug's. They're attacking
We're being
you.
attacked.
Oh,
man.
we're being attacked too.
They're each
There's
of us has a harpy.
two harpies.
That's what I was
One that's
saying.
attacking Bird and Robo, and one that's attacking you guys.
How close is Harvey to?
They're 20 feet above you.
Alright,
Directly above you.
Fast.
Robo will go slow, I guess.
Alright.
Okay, so fast may decide.
Yeah, I'm gonna use Sparking Shield.
Okay.
I don't know what that means.
This little shield he activates.
Yeah.
Yep.
Speed in this, is it 5 feet?
Speed?
Yeah, like each square. If you have a speed of 6, is it 5 feet? Is it
yards?
Is it yards?
I don't know.
I'm asking.
Probably.
So I got a really high speed.
I think 30 feet is like standard.
I mean, but you can't just vertical your speed into the air.
No, I'm moving away. I'm moving between the two, the camp and.
So you want to move closer to the camp?
Both. I'm gonna be right in between.
Okay. If you move your space in the round,
Well, I went fast, and I was gonna use my one thing.
Oh,
as
just
a
to
move.
move. Okay.
8.
Yeah, you can make it to camp with using your whole round running to camp.
Well, I'm not trying to have his robot. I'm trying to be like right between. So you said 100 feet. I have a speed of 8. So I want to move 40 feet away from where we are towards the camp.
Okay, then you wouldn't have to sprint.
Okay,
so
that's all I do.
Okay. All right. Anyone else going fast? Oh yeah, both of you have gone fast. Thomas, are you slow?
Yes.
I went fast.
Okay, what are you doing?
I'm gonna flame missile.
Okay. You have normal sight?
Shadow sight.
Oh, you do have shadow sight. Okay, then no banes. You may fire away. Fire away.
Why don't you just write that shit down?
Right here.
It's all right.
It's all right.
All right, 13 against agility.
No.
Agility.
A very narrow miss.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, both of the harpies are taking slow actions, so Robo gets to go.
He will follow.
Oh, just
JT or whatever.
Okay, just go. Okay.
He went slow too, though, didn't he?
He did.
So he gets to do 2 actions. So he's gonna use 2 moves.
Does he have a ranged attack?
No.
Well then, no. Then he's just moving with you.
Just fists.
Okay. All right. The harpy is attracted to Robo because of the lamp on his head. So, swoop in.
Do you know what medium range is, Evan?
It's farther than short range. Not as far.
What is Robo's armor considered? Or defense?
His
I
defense
imagine
14.
20 feet is within medium.
14?
Yeah.
Do you think
Okay.
medium is?
Yeah.
Like these claws are going for and they
Let's
swoop
say
over
short,
him. He's
medium,
right
and
at it.
long.
Shine his light in their
Alright.
face.
Okay, and then the harpy resumes 20, goes back up to 20 feet. That was that one. At the camp, would you think your shield has gives you kind of a little gleam or static energy? Is that how you imagine it? That there would be a visual effect?
I mean, I know it's on my arm.
Yeah.
So, you mean like a bubble?
Or
Sorta.
just some sort of noticeable, static-y thing going on where, it would have a visual component to it.
Probably.
If this were a game, they would absolutely, I could see Gug going, and then it would be
Because it's not just, it's not like I do this. Because if I get hit in the back of the head, it still can activate.
Yeah,
So
okay.
probably, it's all
Alright.
around me.
Then she's going to swoop in for Gug.
She will try.
Alright. I think that's going to hit Gug.
Then the agility challenge roll.
Okay. That's a 6. Okay, if they fail, what happens? Oh.
It's 2 damage.
Okay.
It's launched back a yard and prone.
Ooh, it's grounded.
That's
good.
right. I'm gonna stomp on her face.
Garbage day.
Alright, and you don't even take the damage either.
That's right.
Alright. So we've got Harpy 1 prone.
There you go. Yeah. Thomas, you were right. Short is 5 yards. Medium
Okay.
is 20.
New
Long is
round.
100. An extreme is 5.
I would have thought medium was longer, but still close enough for this.
Yeah.
Fast may go.
Okay. I'm gonna use Rend.
Okay.
Is the harpy grounded in Gug World?
The one harpy is on the ground, the one that's by you guys.
Okay.
Damn it, man.
Is he right next to us?
Yep.
A failure.
Okay.
Robo. Does your Robo go fast?
Sure, Robo can go fast.
Okay. I'm gonna sling with trickery at the harpy. Did the harpy hit him?
No.
It missed.
I'm untouchable.
Well, it didn't miss, but
I'm
his
untouchable.
shield protected him. Yep.
Ooh, that's real good. 25.
Wait, so you're targeting the one closer to you?
Yes.
Okay, and there's a ranged attack?
Yes.
Okay, yep, that'll hit, obviously.
Ooh, that's real good. Oh no, shoot.
It's not real good.
One of them, I need a D3.
Just have it.
What? Oh yeah. Well, it's a 5, so it's down. So 7 damage.
Okay. That's
right?
a good hit.
Oh no, 5 and 6 would be a 3. So 8 damage.
Okay, nice. It squawks. Doesn't like that. What did you hit it with?
My sling.
Oh, just.
Yep.
Okay, that's cool.
I
Any
wanna
other
go
fast?
I want to go fast. Well,
Yep.
I want to cook this bird.
Coney.
Conies are only rabbits.
Big old coney.
Okay, I'm gonna.
Not all things are created.
Nice dinner tonight.
I'm gonna put out a 3-yard cone. 3d6 damage. Agility takes half.
Okay, I'll give it a Bane for the agility save because it's prone here.
6.
Alright, well, hopefully it doesn't take half then.
This fucking white die. What do I use?
Alright, it doesn't take, it takes the full 6.
Just roll one of these.
Yeah.
It's too late.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm... If I switch to this...
I think it's the Harpy's turn.
These whites are waiting.
Robo set up a reaction.
Yeah.
That if one comes within range, he can punch it.
Yeah, because he didn't take a standard
He didn't take
action.
an action.
Yep, so that he can set up a trigger. That's fine.
Okay.
All right. Right. The Harpy you slinged, Mert, is going to swoop at you.
Of course he is.
Yep. It's gonna hit.
Okay.
Can
It's gonna be a
Robo
big
punch
hand.
him?
Yeah, did he fly by Robo at all? To come to me?
Oh yeah, Robo can take a punch.
Why do you suck so much,
Rolling
Robo?
a lot of 6s here.
That's not very good.
Okay. The talons and teeth hurt it this time more.
Okay.
You take 7 damage,
No.
and you must make a will challenge roll.
Okay. 21.
Okay. You are not compelled.
That's good.
Yep. Alright.
They try to compel you.
Yep.
At the power.
The other harpy stands up for its action. And it starts singing to the two of you.
Oh, singing to me.
Yep.
To who?
To the two of you. So you guys can both make a will challenge roll
You and God.
with 1 Bane.
Will with Bane?
Yep.
Does this involve charming?
Yes, it does.
I'm immune.
Okay.
I failed.
Okay.
I'm charmed by everything.
He's like fully insane now.
Doug, you gain 1 insanity. And you're charmed equal to your insanity total.
Oh. You're gonna start fighting me.
Like rounds?
Rounds equal to your insanity
rounds.
total.
So it's like a degree of charm.
Is that just for this harpy, or like does it?
Like if the harpy would die, would it break?
Yeah, I think so.
So long as the harpy sings. Or of the singing harpy. So yes, this specific
So I could
harpy.
attack the other one.
Yes, you could.
Oh, just not
Yeah.
that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Okay.
Do you have long range? We brought
Don't
it.
ask about my ranges.
Okay. I will not.
Okay, it's a new round.
She's still grounded.
She is standing on the ground. Yes.
If you roll a 1, you must tell me.
That's the most ominous thing I've ever heard.
What the fuck? With Robo, I mean. Because if he would roll a 1, I can have him re-roll it. But it's only in short range.
Great.
No, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, these.
Oh, is this a new round?
It's
Robo
a new
and
round.
Bug will go fast.
Okay.
What do I have?
Gotta see. I will go fast as well.
How come you never unleash the beast or whatever?
Why
did you take that spell?
He restrains himself. He'll never use that power.
It's like I have to spend the action just turning into it. So it's
Wow.
like, it's annoying.
Yeah, and then we're all dead, and you're like, oh, I don't want to use it yet, though.
I just love in the deep roads, he like went to a private place to do it, and then everything was over, so he's like walked by until it goes back.
You'll know when I when I turn.
Yeah.
Actually, no. I'll go slow.
I'll go fast.
Shoot, are you going fast?
Gug will set up a bolt thrower.
Okay.
No, slow. I say slow.
Robo will do the trigger again.
Alright, cue up punch.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, I have to go fast. I'm gonna do nimble recovery. So I shift another 20 squares closer to the camp. So now I'm 40 feet away from them.
No, Robo is just in the
And
middle
I
of the
heal.
plane
And
with
I
his
heal
fist
too.
cocked.
I've healed me 3 more damage away.
So you went away from Robo?
Yeah.
How, like, opposite from Robo?
Towards the camp.
So imagine
Okay,
we were
so
here.
now you're pretty much with the
I'm close.
now.
I'm
Okay.
close, yeah.
Alright, you've entered in range of the singing harpy, so make your will save. Because it's spending this round singing as well.
14.
With a bane.
With a bane, you.
I forgot to say that this time.
11.
Okay. You passed.
Woo! That was close.
Okay.
Okay.
So harpy turns.
That's why I rolled the bad die.
Yep. Alright. Well, that one harpy's singing, so that's what it's doing. The other one's gonna attack Robo. Robo can get the punch in first because he was winding it up.
Let him come.
Custom
rolls today, man.
Alright.
Pick a different dice.
No, I believe in it. I could use this one.
You should.
There you go.
That's good.
Way back.
Robo just got hit with talons and teeth and took 8 damage.
He is done.
Okay.
Robo's done.
Yeah. He only has 4 health.
Yeah.
He is an inferior servant.
Alright. You guys hear hoofs approaching.
Is it the end of the round?
Yes.
Bolt
Oh, I didn't go yet.
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
So
That's
bolt
fine,
thrower
Thomas.
will avenge Robo.
Well, Thomas goes before bolt thrower.
Alright, I'm slow.
Doesn't count.
You're immune to charm.
You wanna attack the singing one, don't you? To knock.
Ideally.
I mean,
Doug can never raise his hand and well, it'll be a while before he can
Yeah,
raise his
quite a
hand.
while.
Alright, I'll move away to get some distance, and I'll shoot another flame missile at the singing harpy.
Okay. Is flame missile AoE effect?
No.
Okay. I don't think it would hit Doug anyway. I'm sure he's got.
go.
It's not 12 against agility.
No. You don't get any boosts right now because it's just standing.
16 versus defense.
That hits.
Yes.
This is the one against me.
Yes.
Or
the one
against
that just
killing
took out
Robo.
Robo.
9
Boom.
damage.
That's a
Shoot him out
solid
of the
hit.
sky.
Very solid hit. It's squawking.
Yeah.
Okay. 3 horsemen have approached the camp, riding from town.
Hey, we'll have horses.
You just see them just big pirate skulls over their heads already. Oh my god.
Oh, Robo's dead, and that's all you're thinking of.
All right.
He can be rebuilt.
They've all drawn bows and are like aiming up at that harpy that's attacking Robo. So
Okay.
it looks like they're trying to hunt the harpies with you guys. So
How armored do they look?
they're wearing iron caps and have like leather armor on.
Leather armor. Bolt thrower will chew through that.
Did you say these are centaurs?
No, these are men that have presumably come from the city.
We
Yeah.
assume of some sort.
1 horse for each of us. It's like it was meant to be.
Okay.
I know none of this. It's in battle.
Okay. So we've got a new round.
Yeah.
Fast.
Oh, and they're all entering the harpies singing.
Ooh.
Oh, this could be real bad. They're all
all charmed.
only under that harpy, though.
Right.
But they were attacking the
that's
one
true.
that Robo.
That's true. So they can keep shooting.
Yeah.
But they're all gonna gain insanity too.
Oh.
It will be fleeting.
Yeah, you'll be like, don't worry about insanity. You don't have to worry about anything anymore.
That's right.
What is this harpy's endgame? Like, if she stops singing,
Trying to feast on us.
charming stops, right?
I
So she
guess
just has to keep
Well,
singing
no,
forever?
she sings for 2 rounds, and if you ever come within a certain range during those rounds, it doesn't
Mine
matter.
lasts for 8 rounds.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I see
Yeah.
Because you're insanity.
Oh, it's hard.
But this is the second
I asked
round
for
of-
a quirk. I asked for it.
Give me a
I
quirk.
could have lessened this.
When anyone sings, you begin to dance.
That doesn't sound very Doug-like. I walk with a cane.
Let's see. So whenever you gain insanity, I think something. Let's see.
No, nothing should happen.
Oh, you become frightened when you, when you gain
yeah,
insanity.
Yeah.
Like initially?
You might become frightened.
That's why my guy.
It's a will roll.
Frightened.
No, it's. I mean,
Should
at least
be.
here it says when you gain insanity, you become frightened, and if you're already frightened, you become stunned.
There's no will roll?
I think the will typically is to prevent the madness gain, but if it's a conditional madness from an attack, then yep. So Doug, you're also frightened.
For 8 rounds.
Yes.
Absurd.
Okay.
What's
Isn't
frightened
that a
you?
bane on everything?
Yes.
Great.
Okay.
I have to unleash the beast.
And you can't take fast turns either.
Okay. Alright, then slow.
All right.
Fast.
Fast.
Okay. You gentlemen may go.
I will shoot the one that's in the air. Looks pretty beat up, right?
It's taken more damage than the other one.
The other one.
Yes.
That's what I thought. The other one's singing.
It finished singing.
It finished.
The other guys came in just for the end of the song.
So they got put under the spell?
It would appear so, yes.
Okay. I shoot at the one with trickery.
Okay.
Shoot
Shoot it with trickery.
That's real good. 26.
Yep. God, that's just savage.
Yeah.
That's not savage.
Nope. So 3 plus, I guess, 1. So 4 damage.
Okay. Okay. Thomas fast.
I unleash the beast within.
She's doing it.
Need it.
I sprout fur and fangs.
Maybe you gain anything?
My eyes glow.
Okay.
I grow claws.
That's noticeable.
Okay.
But we've got to kill these 3 horsemen.
Now the shooters, I assume, they can't go fast either. They have to go slow.
Yeah, because they all got
Right,
scared.
They're all frightened.
Yep. Okay.
So then it's the slow peeps. And
Yeah, and Harpy. Why'd it have to be Harpy? Why'd it be Harpy? Gug's going slow though.
Yes.
So he gets to go before any of that.
Okay.
Yep.
I will use Ruin on one of the horsemen.
Okay, just take your pick.
Whatever one's closest,
All right.
I guess.
Accepted.
So that's guaranteed 5 damage. And then I do a strength challenge roll. See if they're fatigued for a minute.
He is.
He's in bad shape.
Oh my! You just hit him with this horrible magic. All right. So
Snap my fingers
Yeah.
and deteriorate.
Why? Okay.
I'm charmed.
Yeah, that's true. You can't be held accountable for anything that you do. God.
that is true. He can't either, I guess. He's charmed as well if he shoots you right in the head.
So it would be blood.
The 2 horsemen are going to shoot at the harpy that you were by. Because that was the idea.
With banes.
Wow, a hit and a crit.
Oh,
That's good.
None
Yeah, even with the bane, that he gets 1 boon for his crossbow, so I think he'll still, yeah, cancels out.
Yeah. This would be real good. Oh, what he said was 2 of them, Mang. You're
Yep.
saying Gog is he's drawn his ire now.
Well, not
Oh,
necessarily
fatigue. What does
drawn his
fatigue
ire,
do?
but
It's an extra bane.
Gosh. Minus.
the harpy that they both hit, it's like barely staying in the air. It's like about ready to die. Yeah. So the other guy, he's been cursed. I'm just gonna say, oh. So I'm just gonna do a D4 for his designated targets.
The harpy.
The harpy's 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, shoots at Mert.
Ah.
Okay,
with 2 bangs.
Yeah.
Well, that's true.
We'll be
That's
okay.
good.
All right. Mert, you take 4 damage.
What are you at there?
5 HPs.
Well,
Okay.
a lot of fighting left to go.
The harpy sees that. So, actually, the harpy by all of you is, or all of you are, all the people by that harpy are charmed except for the beast. Okay.
Yeah.
She will attack the beast.
She'd have to move first.
She would.
Okay.
She took a slow.
Alright.
Okay. What's your D?
11.
Okay. Right, Thomas, you take 8 damage.
Holy shit.
Ow.
It is a new round.
No, bolt thrower.
It's bolt thrower. Yeah.
Now the Bane for Frighten does count for that.
You know what? I'm gonna say no.
It's the weapon
No.
itself.
Yeah, it's
right?
just shooting away.
Okay,
If you use ruin or something, or whatever,
he will shoot at
you have to shoot at the
one of the
harpy or-
horsemen that I did not ruin.
Okay, so a fresh target.
Fresh target.
Okay.
Didn't we want to wait till the harpy was dead before turning on our allies?
18.
That
19.
Hits. That hits, of course.
Oh my god.
6 damage.
Okay. Okay, new round.
Slow, I guess.
So the bolt thrower, it's just like its own little turret.
Yeah, it's a
right?
turret.
Yeah, so they don't necessarily see Gug shooting them.
No.
You might. Yeah. Okay. New round.
Fast. We're gonna die here.
No, we're not. How much health could they possibly have?
The harpies? We've hit the one harpy that we've actually
I'm not worried
focused
about
on.
the harpies. They're fine.
The harpies can do decent damage.
Tons
They
of
just did
damage.
8 damage.
The horsemen are taking care of the harpies. I'm taking care of the
Oh,
horsemen.
they're really not.
Fine.
They, like, you should have waited till like the harpies.
We've been
were
through
taken
worse
care of.
situations.
Alright, well,
than this.
Alright, whatever.
You guys
Fast.
make your fast actions and be at peace with that.
Rip it apart.
Yeah, I attacked the harpy that is still
Okay.
has been
All right.
beaten on. 10
Versus
Defense.
defense.
Not
It's
in
a
this
miss.
world.
No, not a chance.
But the beast.
Your sling doesn't do. You're slinging stones at it, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's too bad they're not iron stones. Because I just imagine they're like rocks.
What a
or
world
iron.
that
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. No, it misses.
I wonder if it's better to flee. What? I have extra speed.
That's a fucking Phil idea.
Because I'm just
The
going to
bolt thrower will be waiting for you.
one more
When you
hit.
come back.
Yeah.
One more hit will kill me.
If I see you move, the bolt thrower will be targeting your back.
You didn't get charged?
He did. He's immune.
No.
You probably would should run.
All right. Who else going fast?
I'll try at least one beast attack.
All right.
He did
I'll
fail.
bite it.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. That's it.
Yes,
Yep.
that's it for fast.
Okay.
Well, the guys, didn't they only have 1 insanity? Wouldn't it have been only for 1 round? They're done with the slow.
That's true. That's true.
So they could have all gone fast.
Yeah, hold on.
Except for who you...
The players go first anyway. Though.
Oh, yeah.
All right. One of the horsemen has taken down the harpy above you.
See? They're doing their job.
Yeah. The one horseman that hasn't been attacked, probably.
Okay. You can go your slow, Gug.
Alright, I will ruin the fresh target.
Okay. Get dots on all of them.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you take a little bit of damage each time?
I take 1 damage.
So you're just like, like blood coming out of your
Okay, but
eyes.
at least this subject part I understand because he can't attack that harpy for
That's
another
true.
like 6
He's
rounds.
gotta be
2
productive.
damage, and then the strength challenge roll.
Okay. He is not fatigued. But
Is that with a Bane from Frightened?
But that
he is fatigued.
But didn't that end when the thing ended?
No,
he wasn't
it's an insanity thing. It lasts a number of rounds for insanity.
Not
That's why
slow,
I'm constantly frightened.
Okay.
Gut will die soon just of insanity.
And Harpy...
I'm taking 4 damage. And that's all self-inflicted.
The Harpy who was singing flies up, grabs the most damaged horseman out of his saddle, and he's the
one that's been ruined.
Yep, and they fly, and
he is ruined.
And she's flying away with him.
Okay.
There you go. Problem solved.
Okay.
Do we shoot it down?
Well, what are the other 2 horsemen doing?
Well, they were still charmed by it.
Oh.
So they're like,
Okay.
How far away did it get? I guess the question to lunge.
It would be almost its full flight speed.
Okay.
So it's about probably like if you take like the angle, it's probably about 60 feet away right now. It's going fast.
Okay.
It's very. It can carry this man.
And this thing got barely hit. That's the one concern.
Right. It took a total of 8 damage that whole encounter.
Bolt thrower?
It may fire.
Okay, it's gonna fire at the same guy it did last time. No.
Alright. Yeah, they both fired already. Because the guy who didn't fire was the one who got carried away. So it's a new round.
Slow. I have no choice.
You're no longer fighting because your enemy's left.
So, did that Harpy that was in front of me, is that the one that flew away?
Yes.
Yeah, correct.
There's a dead Harpy a little ways over in the field.
Yep.
There's 2 horsemen, both holding crossbows, who are engaged with the bolt thrower. And that's it. And then there's 1 horse without a rider who's got spooked, so it ran away a little distance, but it's slowing down now.
Okay.
Spell recovery, a triggered action or an action?
I could cook up those horses.
Eat the horses.
We need to ride the horses. You don't know about spell recovery?
I have it written down. It just says once a day. I didn't write down. I assumed it was an action, but
You can use an action to heal damage equal to your healing rate and regain one casting.
Oh, it's not a trigger.
It is an action.
Okay. Well, I'm going fast.
Okay.
Anyone else? Guess not.
Okay.
I mean, I'll go fast, but I don't know what to do now.
I'm gonna throw a magic wrench at the guy that I ruined.
Okay, the other guy that you ruined. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Crit. Okay.
Okay. Is that doing anything special? Is that like max damage?
That's no need to roll damage.
Okay,
I'd say.
so that's 7 damage.
Okay.
He is prone.
Knocked from
And he is impaired until the end of the round. That's a fucking wrench to the
Where
head.
did you go?
slow.
He's fatigued, prone, impaired.
Not having a good day. Thought he was saving some people from Harpy.
So he looks pretty bad. The other one looks much better.
Much better. That's not. I mean, they don't have a whole lot of HP, so the other one's taking almost the same amount of damage.
Okay, I'll have gone slow.
Okay, Thomas, are you fast?
I'm slow.
Okay. All right. So the one who is not prone and impaired saw that act of violence. To shoot this goblin.
Goblin.
That's gonna be his
Pretty
name
close to
instead,
goblin.
because he's hairless.
Yeah.
The pale goblin.
Defense good.
9.
Okay. 7 damage.
Okay.
Did you use spell recovery?
Not yet.
Okay.
Bolt thrower?
Well, the other guy with his action, he's just like getting up. He's like, oh. So he's back up, so he's no longer prone.
Okay.
And he's holding on to his weapon, but he was not from a source, so that was his action. Thomas, you haven't gone yet, have you?
Neither of us have.
Oh, no.
We both went
Is it
slow.
slow time?
Yeah, it's slow time.
Alright, so there's 2 men left on horseback.
Yes,
and you're very.
One's on the ground.
One is next to his horse, the other is on his
Yeah.
horse. Yeah.
If I'm next to the horse, could I reach the man?
Which man?
The one that was knocked off the horse.
Yeah, that's a better idea. I'll do that. I'll run up to him and bite him.
Savage him. Okay. Oh my god.
Excellent.
Is he prone?
No, he's standing, but he's like.
He's in bad shape.
Oh.
Nice. Nice.
15.
Yep.
Now I do natural plus d6, so that like d3 plus d6 or something. Would a unarmed attack be a d3?
I think
Yeah.
it is, yeah.
Okay, so I do d3 plus d6.
Yeah.
Yep. You can roll both.
Not that die.
No, both.
Isn't that a
You can roll.
D3?
I just don't want to use that one specific.
Yeah.
That's a D3 though.
It's an actual D3.
What?
This is a D fucking 3.
1, 2, 3.
Oh my god.
You actually have the.
I thought that's why you had it.
Oh.
It's bad.
No.
You did bad.
3 damage.
Oh.
He's still alive.
That's the one that was not on the horse.
Yes.
I move my speed, and you see JT smile very gladly as he takes his small sword and he just tries to spear to finish him.
The guy on the horse?
No, the guy on the ground, because that's the one who I feel has taken more.
Okay, yeah, you can attack with the boon because he's got Wolfman
Double boon?
savaging him. Yeah.
You don't add both, you just take the higher one.
Yeah.
But it's better.
Oh, you
It's
still roll
better.
both.
Yep.
So the
7, 19.
Okay, yeah, roll your damage.
Okay. 8.
You kill him.
bolt thrower?
Now it's both
It may fire.
Yes.
on the
Yeah,
one guy
on the
left
horse,
on
yeah.
the horse.
13.
Yep.
Nice. 10 damage.
Yeah. Alright, the new round, I'm just gonna say he's trying to turn his horse around to get out of here.
I figured
So
that's what it is.
he's taking a fast, but I'm assuming you guys will probably
Fast.
not
Fast.
Okay.
While we have the
Who wants the
chance.
first fast?
I'm gonna throw a wrench.
Okay. No! No!
13.
Yep. Well, he's done. Yeah.
5 damage, he's
Okay.
prone.
Yep, he's dead.
Dang it.
Okay.
Oh,
Mert and Thomas, what is your current corruption score?
0.
1.
All right, Mert.
Fresh as a daisy.
Mert, you go to 1 corruption.
Okay.
Thomas, roll a will with a bane.
Good luck.
1.
He critically failed.
Okay, you gain 1 insanity and 1 corruption.
Hold on.
Okay.
I have you re-roll that because you're right next to me. Good fortune.
Good fortune. None of this really mattered. We were bad people.
He rolled so much
Yep,
better.
he still gets a bane.
Yeah.
12 total. Actually, it's plus 1, so 13. Yeah.
Okay. All right, you're fine.
There you go. That's for the healing potion.
This guy whispering in your this happened. Good fortune. Killing these people.
You saw I was
You're stronger than this.
I was getting disturbed and you were whispering in my ear. These men are nothing.
They're weak people. They deserve to die. Oh my god. Okay.
That's JT, man. He's just crazy. That's why I said when you did all the debilitating things to him, it's just like right there.
Doesn't bother me.
Well, no, but you're a whole different situation.
Doesn't bother me.
That's what Gug is saying over and over in his mind.
Spell recovery.
Doesn't bother me.
I'll do that too. Sounds good.
So I can bring back Robo.
Yep.
JT goes over to the harpy and drags it over to the fire.
Yes, let's eat.
We haven't even actually started the fire.
Would you hold on? Would you consider the harpy flammable?
Everything's flammable.
Do you want to burn it?
Yeah, the control flame utility spell. It just says. Oh, let me read it.
We're trying to cook it.
Right. I can just start on fire. One size 1 or smaller flammable object within short range catches fire.
Do you mean the one in the air?
No, the one that we killed.
Oh yeah, you can burn it.
Okay,
That's fine.
Obviously.
So he can just make fires for us, pretty much.
Well, that's good.
Well, we still have to have a flammable object, but he can just be like,
So the bird starts cooking.
Well, I drag it over to where we're going to, and I'll take a torch out quickly, and I'll go grab some logs so that we can keep the.
And I will loot the
Burn.
corpses.
Okay.
Did we spook all the horses?
No.
Maybe we have rations. I don't
One-
know why we're like so held back.
there's
on
one-
this harpy.
There's one horse.
We earned
That
it.
got spooked.
There's one horse that's
Save
further
one
away that
ration.
needs to be calmed down.
I will, after I gather the logs
Yep.
and bring them, I'll go over to it and talk to it.
Okay, let's get an intelligence challenge roll.
Intellect.
Yep,
You animal handling.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm
You
an
get
animal
a- you
trainer.
get a boon for that.
you do. Nice.
-1 to my total roll, but it's a 21 before that, so a 20.
Okay, you guide the horse back, and that horse in particular loves you.
Yeah.
So that's the one you'll want to keep.
That
for
will
your-
be.
There you go.
Yep.
This guy.
Okay.
You may want to
I want some leather armor.
bring in the beast.
Okay, you're gonna gain a quart.
Well, it's only lasts a minute, so I'm probably.
Oh,
yeah.
Alright.
I need to see how much sanity. I don't know if it gets reset all the way. It
No,
might.
you reduce it by whatever number you want,
Yeah.
based on the quirk.
On the intensity of the quirk.
Mm-hmm.
Twice a day has to violently shit
No,
Oh no!
at inopportune times.
God.
Your mouth becomes the abyss, the entrance to the abyss.
Alright.
I think it's a mental quirk, not,
Yeah, I
a,
know.
not a bag quirk.
Doug, you've come to distrust the open sky above you.
Oh.
Ever since you've left the underground, you've faced near-death experiences and have found fantastic creatures that seem to have a way of wrenching your will away from you.
Okay.
As a result, whenever you go to sleep, you will gain no rest at all unless your head is below the surface of the earth.
Ooh.
So you need to either need to sleep underground to have rest, or at least your head is like in some sort of trench or
So
something.
even if I'm in a building, that's not good enough?
No, you need to be in the basement of the building when you go to sleep.
Jesus.
You can, if you don't need to recover HP or magic, you can still sleep, but it won't be restful.
Which it won't matter unless
Yes,
you're trying to recover.
you may remove 4 insanity for this quirk.
That's pretty good.
But
But you will. That
Yeah,
lasts
that's
for.
pretty rough.
Yep.
That's pretty rough.
Some of these other ones are terrible, like narcolepsy when you fall asleep immediately every time you gain insanity.
that's pretty bad.
That yeah.
That's pretty
There's other pretty, or memory loss. You'd hate that, like forgetting stuff. So.
Well, I guess we're gonna be moving underground.
Or just digging a little divot in the ground
Every
whenever
time.
you sleep so that your head can be
Like right now, we're gonna have to do that.
yeah,
Yes.
you're gonna need a shovel.
We will have to do that.
Do you gather like Robo? Do you have to do?
I rebuilt Robo.
Oh, you have already.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so you looted the bodies. You gain 3 crossbows, all in working condition.
I'll take one of those
Sure.
if you're okay with it.
Yeah.
I'll say between all of their ammunition, you can add 48 bolts. So however you want to divide that up.
Is that 18? No, 19.
It's not a-
I want some too.
16 each.
What?
16 each.
Oh yeah, 16.
Really?
Yep. 16, 32, 48.
3 iron short swords.
I don't want that.
Okay.
Yeah, they're called.
Yeah, you don't want to touch that.
Is it crossbow iron? No.
A bolt head might be
The bolt head would be, yeah. And some of the, like...
mechanism.
Right, like, yeah.
Alright, never mind.
Okay.
I don't take the crossbow.
Alright.
I'll take a short
You
sword.
guys get extra bolts then.
Yep.
Nice.
Okay, and...
24 each.
Mert, roll a d12.
D.
Their base silver among the 3 of them will be 20 plus whatever number you roll.
This isn't a 12. D12's a really
Yeah,
big
d12
fat
doesn't get
one,
rolled
right?
very much. That's why we're gonna...
7.
Alright, so 27 silver between the 3 of them.
There you go.
Yep.
It's all yours.
There's a 16
Okay,
D16. Is
it's
that
alright.
normal?
It's all nice.
I told them it's all
That
his.
works for me, I guess.
Wait, I want some money. How much money was there?
There's
27
silver.
If he's adverse to
So
iron,
you
wouldn't
can
he
have
be adverse to silver?
12.
No,
Okay.
different elements.
Uh,
Think of it as like periodic table.
yeah.
What about the leather armor?
Ruined on all but 1.
You want one?
Or actually, no, both are ruined from damage.
Christopher, do you
Completely
want?
ruined.
The bolt thrower like totally eviscerated the chest areas of I think the
I
bolt.
never hit the other one with a bolt thrower.
You hit him with the wrenches
I hit him with a wrench to the head.
twice.
No.
All right, fine. There's one suit of leather armor that's usable.
Take it.
You happy?
Well, yeah.
Okay, good.
What is the
What?
properties?
It's tied up.
Is it?
The properties?
Yuck leather armor.
Oh, I will tell you.
I can look it up if you want, Sean.
I want somebody to look it up.
I was on armor and stuff like that. Leather armor. Well, there's soft leather, which is agility +1
Nah,
requirement.
They're one up from that.
Hard leather.
Hard leather.
Agility +2.
Nice.
So what does that mean? Your agility goes up if you wear it?
No.
You need. It adds to your defense.
So if you have 10 as a base,
That's usually what
you
armor
get your
does.
agility mod as well as 2 from the armor.
No, it's just your agility +2.
Oh, okay.
Your defense becomes that.
Right.
So my defense
I will
is
wear
11
one of
now.
those.
You don't have one.
Is your agility
Didn't
9?
2 of the guys have it?
I ruined one with
Oh, okay, that's fine.
What's your agility?
9.
So you have a very bad defense already.
Yeah.
Mine would have been good because I don't
There's
have
no
any.
impact on speed or spells.
I don't think you've.
It's hard. It's leather armor.
yet. Yep. It's not plate mail.
Okay, let us eat harpy, and I'm gonna have Robo dig me a little bed.
Grave.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kind of just a little layer of soil.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
Someone come along and I just bury you.
Kind
No,
of, yeah.
sort
When
it
you're
out.
traveling,
That's
how
why
I'll be the most
Robo
comfortable.
keeps watch.
Okay.
This little pale goblin who sleeps under. It's great.
Well, actually,
The Legend
is
of
it
Young-
is it enough? Like, if he's exposed in this grave, does he feel secure? Or does he have to be
if
My
covered?
his-
head has to
Like,
be.
so let's say this is ground level. If his head is completely under the ground level,
Yeah,
he
that's
is
good
he is
enough.
comfortable.
I'm happy.
Yes.
Okay, even if it's open, like it's not covered.
Yeah, it can be an open grave, and
Okay.
that's okay. Yep. It'd be funny if you had that bag effect where you die every night too, because then you just be like in your grave dead, and then you
Some
come
proto vampire.
back to life each day. All right. Your bed is ready.
Head is prepared.
The harpy meat is kind of tough and muscly, but I mean, there is the psychological advantage that you slayed this creature, so.
Good.
And the
Good.
horses are have been calmed by the halfling, so.
Alright. Let us rest.
Finally. Yeah.
Okay. Is Robo gonna set watch that night?
Oh,
then?
yeah, that's what he does.
Yep. It's a new day. You may all take a rest bonus.
Which is D&D like, where you get your full HP bit.
No,
God,
it's
no.
not.
Healing
You get your
rate.
Healing rate.
Oh, healing rate back.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Mert, you probably would not have had very much HP for that fight had you done the Demon Lord, but I'll allow a one-time forgiveness of that.
What happened?
So you were
You healed
reduced.
full last time?
You were reduced to almost. Well, you were knocked out with the fight with the Nisa.
Mm-hmm.
You took the healing potion,
Mm-hmm.
and then I
You
believe you
used an
put yourself.
ability.
You put yourself.
To 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's
And
where
then
you
you
were at the
rested.
start of this fight?
No, we rested.
Yep.
And what did you go to?
So I would have been at 9.
What were you at?
Because I thought you took.
What were you at when you started this big fight?
9.
Oh.
All right.
So
well,
why are you
no,
asking about
then-
full heals?
Yep.
Oh, I don't know.
All right. So then also.
I did.
also fine.
I don't think
It
I
sounds
don't think I added my healing rate after resting though. Is what I'm saying.
Okay.
Because I could have used my
You
shifting
gained
thing.
Nothing?
Right.
When you rested, you didn't add
Oh no,
anything?
I was at 9, so I must have used it. But why didn't I use? But I also used my. Oh yeah, you're right.
Here's your new character.
No, I
It's
have.
funny because all I was saying was like, even if you did give yourself your full, it's like it's a newer system. I wasn't gonna hold it against you.
Right.
I felt I'm like, oh, he probably took way more damage than. He
No.
would
Your harpy only hit me the one time, and then I ran.
Your harpy.
No, that's why Robo died. I kept moving away. I only got hit
just
once.
had some sort of campaign.
But you're right. I probably would have been at. You hit me for 7, so I would have been at 2.
Yeah.
Then I healed to 5, so I'd be at 8 now.
Okay.
Alright.
Alright. It's a new day.
Alright.
Each day you wake up, you notice the grass is growing taller, the trees in the distance more monstrous, but
Something strange going on.
Yep.
You just like cut it.
Did you try?
Sure. Yeah, I'll have my dagger. I'll just cut
Just
some grass.
snaps into. No, what's your dagger made out of?
Bronze.
Oh, it's your
It
bronze
was
dagger.
specified.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, yes, you can cut it, but with more effort than normal. Like, it's really just the hardiest, halest grass you've ever seen.
I'm gonna put some in a bag.
Alright, so
Clippings.
grass clip. Okay. So
Now,
it's
it's
done in the
interesting.
morning.
We've seen a lot of weird stuff with iron. I have a normal iron small sword. When I do it, do I see the same type of resistance?
Yeah,
As he does. So it's very hardy stuff.
it is.
I wonder if we can burn that.
I don't give a shit.
True.
We gotta attach this ore to these horses
Yeah.
and ride to town.
Okay.
But we need to ride to a different entrance.
Then they see 3 new riders come.
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, what happened last night?
You went berserk.
Always amnesia.
Oh,
You slaughtered these men.
Man, we can
You
tell.
killed all of them.
I remember.
The blood flowed from your hands.
We were like,
But what?
no,
We
JT.
tried to tell you to
But
stop.
what
We're trying to help
about
us.
what about
Anything
this?
with that.
This
Throttled
weird,
them.
what this meat? Was it human? Was it? We weren't all just eating.
No,
human.
We said, JT, do not eat that person. That's a human being. It has
You
a soul.
ain't human.
It had ideas and thoughts. But you just ate
Oh
it.
my god. So do you guys try to sell this as best you can? I'm asking.
I don't know.
Yeah, Gug would.
Yeah.
That amuses
Probably in a
Gug.
joking way. It's probably like it
Doug
happened.
would be
Probably
very
like it happened
So-
just now. Probably.
Alright, so if one of you are joking, you'll be able to figure out that it was a
Ah,
joke.
come on, he's not
Yeah.
that bad, right?
Never met him.
No, that would be quite an experience.
Okay.
Well, this horse seems to like me a lot, so he must have done something right.
He shared the meal.
Yeah.
Ate,
The horses feasted on human
ate
flesh.
from the same
Oh,
trough as you did.
boy.
Okay, so
Alright.
we need to go to like the southern entrance of the city.
Actually, we should have. Yeah. Just
So you
sold some
guys-
harpy meat.
Let's you're probably like, so yeah, you came out in the hills over here. You've been traveling as straight as possible. So yeah, you're probably like, probably about there right now.
Then maybe the western entrance.
Okay, so just do a little bending.
Yeah,
Okay,
Out of
It'll-
our way.
I mean it'll take a bit longer, but that's
That's the idea.
Sean,
okay.
Jeffress was in trouble. The guy at second got them to fly out. You want to know how the bottom of the ninth has gone? Do you see it?
I don't see.
The pitcher hit Orlando Arcia by the pitch, so he
Yeah.
got, and then he walked Kratz.
So RC is at second base already.
Yeah, with
Okay.
no outs.
All right, good.
And Curtis Granderson they put in,
Yeah.
who they just got. So that's good.
Okay. Going to the western entrance, it'll take you longer, but that's okay.
We have horses.
You have horses, yep. So by the end of the day, you'll probably come to the western entrance.
Excellent.
And you still have enough food. I'm going to say with your impromptu harpy meal, when you guys enter the western outskirts of Sten, just put 3 days rations. Because you had to eat extra before because of all that heavy towing. So
That makes sense.
you've got 3 days left of food coming into a population center.
Okay.
Okay, so you skirted the Khazragard road, which leads into the stead, which is kind of the large farm field area on the Sten's southern side. Instead, you are coming you're coming closer to the southern extent of where that river bends into the Stanton area, which brings you by a guard tower. But once you're past the tower, you're pretty much in the city. You see Castle Stanton far in the distance, closer to the lake, and in between, these two lakes, the rivers, this whole kind of sprawling area is dominated by the largest city in Western Sinithar, Stanton. There's a lot of amenities, good stuff here. It is still probably smaller overall in population than the last Dwarven Kingdom, but many goods and services, most of what you can find in the civilized world, is available in Stanton. So, yeah, you're not really coming by one of the major roads in and out of the city. You're coming by one of the more greenways. But as you are approaching, there are a few guards just near the tower who just kind of ask for you to halt so that they can just inspect what you're bringing into the city. Guard Captain Eamon introduces himself, and he says, "All right. Good day to you, gentlemen. What brings you to Stanton?"
We've come to sell ore from Khazragard.
"Oh, fine dwarven ore." And he says, "I see, yes. Well, that is good. There's been little coming from Khazragard lately. Indeed, trade has slowed across the land. It's this damn weeds." And you can see even the tower itself is choked with a very large number of vines, and he kind of like cuts at a few, and he says, "Well, your wares and your business are more than welcome." And he just gestures for you guys to proceed.
Okay. Well, we have two choices. We can sell the unrefined ore, nice and easily, or we can have it refined some way and sell it for a tidier profit.
We'd have to probably pay for it to get refined, right?
Well, I didn't say that. I just said we could get it refined.
How?
Well, we find someone who can refine it and make an arrangement in which they refine it.
I like that idea. It's a big city. Maybe there's something they need we can get.
Broken kneecaps.
I mean, it's worth a shot. At least a conversation. Yep. I mean, and they can give us an offer for one or the other. Maybe they have interest in it unrefined as well.
It is nighttime, so you'll probably want to find accommodations and such before looking for a buyer. Most people won't be in business right now.
Problem is
what are we
dealing with hundreds of pounds of ore. Not gonna drag it up the stairs of the inn.
But we could go on in. You could bury a little hole near the ore.
And have Robo keep watch.
Yeah, I suppose so. Okay, then I'll be heading for the slums, I suppose.
Just finding out holes.
Yeah, you can't really show your face in a civilized place.
No.
You're on the cusp of that 4 corruption threshold.
Until I own the city.
Yeah. And then anyone who even looks at you funny,
that's right.
There'll be punishment.
Shot out of the hole. Do you literally have no money, Mert?
Correct.
I said, well, you're sleeping in the hole too. You've been turning down your share. I'm not gonna pay for you. You could have just had money.
You could have had all of this.
You could have had a
Now you'll
campaign.
learn what money can have use.
Do you have an issue with this iron for some reason, Christopher?
Ooh.
How close
I've
are
been giving you that money. You've been benefiting from mine. Oh wait, this is TJ?
Yeah.
No, he wouldn't act like that. He might get a little frightened, but this doesn't frighten him that much. I'm used to that, that's fine. My family has lots of money, so I don't really worry about it. It's probably why JT's the way he
But
is.
like now you have none.
You've none.
None
Isn't
on
it like
me.
the
So
opposite?
what are you gonna do?
Go. I mean, I've been out in the wilderness my whole life. I'll go sleep in the grass that's massive now.
Good idea.
Okay.
Where will you go?
I'm going to the slums to dig a hole.
Do you want me to come with you? Keep an eye. Make sure no one messes with you.
I have a robo.
Yeah, he got destroyed.
And I rebuild him.
I know. I can help him as well. And to keep an eye on the ore. If he alerts you and someone tries to steal, wouldn't you want someone there to help you?
Sleep in the grass.
Okay.
No one watch over you. Just you
Nope.
let the grass take you.
No one to watch over me.
I guess I alone will go to in and have a lonely meal.
Sounds like it. I go to the inn with them and offer my service to the innkeeper for like a,
Oh my
like a
God.
seat, not even a bed, but just a seat to.
Okay, so you two are going to the first inn that you find.
Yes.
Okay. There's an inn called the Jackalope.
Like that one.
Okay. You see, whenever the bar or like the bar wenches and serving boys aren't busy with customers, they keep being told to run outside to like pull weeds from the foundation of the building and just.
I offer to do that for them.
Okay, the innkeeper says, "Oh, you're gonna spare my servants here the work?
That keeps the customers happy that they can keep serving.
All right, what would you like in return?"
What is it worth to you? TJ's really.
Nothing.
But you don't want money.
I just could use something to eat and.
All right, sure. If you're at it long enough, it'll be worth a dinner, certainly.
All right.
Maybe even a mug of ale.
Okay.
All right, but don't be slacking.
No.
Okay. How about you?
I'll pay the gold price.
Ah, the gold
Or
price.
the copper price. perhaps.
The gold.
Yeah. For one room,
Yep.
will you sleep in the commons or do you want a private room? Like basically, he's got like a big loft where there's a bunch of common beds and a few private rooms that are more expensive.
What's the price difference?
Private room is 2 silver pieces. Sleeping in the loft is 4 copper. So it's less than half sleeping in the loft. He only has 3 private rooms in the whole inn. So
Okay, the loft is fine.
all right.
Common.
Yes. Do you hand him 4 copper?
Yep.
Okay. Would you like a meal as well?
Yes.
All right. 1 more copper piece for your meal.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a cheap inn for sure.
It's not really, but you guys have been getting a lot of money from like
Yeah.
dead bodies and such. But yeah, I mean, often we're in the realm of bits for meals, but I just like rounding up to copper. I hate freaking bits. So okay. So you two both will be preoccupied now. Once you're late, we'll say after an hour of labor, he will give you your meal.
Okay.
So where are all the horses?
Yeah, I wondered about that.
Ooh, they have all the ore, I assume.
They do.
Yeah, they're gonna be unfit. They're gonna be hungry.
They will need refreshment. Yes.
Do they eat grass? There's plenty of it now.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's that and a water trough, and they'll be pretty much set to go. The inn does offer a stable service. So if you wish to have them stabled there, that will be an additional fee, but not too bad. It'll be like 2 copper per stall that you want to occupy. Because not most of his patrons don't bring their horses, so he's quite happy to fill his stable slots.
At the Jackalope?
At the Jackalope, yes. Well, fine beast. Love to have them here. Yes.
Alright, that's fine. I'll pay, so 6.
It would be 6 copper for the horses to have a night, and they would be groomed and fed and drank. So.
Can you make change for a silver?
Yes.
Silver 10.
Yep. So you can make your change with that.
So 21 silver. How much did you charge? 6? Yep.
6.
Alright.
I need to use the bathroom quick.
Cool.
Yep. Mert, did you see?
Yep, I did.
Okay,
I did.
GG.
GG.
Yep.
So Phil made a warrior that wasn't a warrior. Did he even? Oh my gosh, he took a lot of damage. He had a lot of health too.
Does he have any weapons?
A dagger and a club. Did he do the whole just like what we did? Or did he do, which way did he create his character?
He was rolling.
Was he rolling like we did, where it was completely random?
I'm gonna pretend you didn't say that.
I'm thinking.
Just gonna pretend.
I'm trying to take over this town.
Oh my gosh, he's got a lot of money. Why don't you guys have his money? He should have taken it.
He disappeared.
He's still, yeah, he disappeared.
Show up in town,
He has like
begging for us to let him in,
He has like
and it will
he has
require all of his
magic
money.
items. Why didn't you take his magic items?
He's not dead.
What the fuck don't you get? He didn't die. He disappeared.
What a guy.
You want us to just take everyone's shit as soon as they join the party?
Yep.
Give us all your shit.
I
Doesn't have
don't have
You've
anything.
got daggers and shit.
You don't
I want them.
You don't want nothing. Yeah, great. Those things are worth probably nothing.
Let me think.
He is,
We just
oh,
find
he
a
is like the
refiner, man.
worst character. The first thing in what he has is frightening already. A shrunken Dobbin head.
What race is he? He's dwarf.
Human.
A man? Human?
Human. Human. Redmond Guyver.
I need to think of a real name.
For your character?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't have a name?
Just Christopher. But it's such a bad name.
So you want to take over this entire town. Eventually. How much insanity do you have now? 4? 5?
4.
2. I have an idea. Find out who runs the city. And I become him.
Yeah, but
And
Oh,
we
that's
have
right.
Samuel put the real mayor in a sack.
there's a lot more problems than just that. Because of the bloom.
Yeah.
Who dare know anything about it? Maybe there's like smart men.
Alright,
You're
so
looking at one.
the horses are stabled. You guys are set. Gug, you made your way to the slums.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, you made your peace with them having the horses and ore over there for now?
No, I have the ore.
All of the ore?
Yes. You're not gonna just leave the ore in the stables.
That's gonna be... Well, then you're gonna need help bringing the ore to the slums.
Right, so the horses bring the ore.
Okay,
They leave it next to where I'm sleeping.
okay,
And then they can stable the horses.
okay. That'll take a few hours, but with the time that you have, you can arrange for that.
I have a question for you guys.
Okay?
Insanity. So will score is your modifier or
No,
your...
it's your score. It's
Score.
what you
So insanity,
yes.
what's your will?
11.
So that's how high insanity you can go.
Thanks, buddy.
Before going and say...
You told
Yeah,
me
yeah.
perception is your modifier though. But it says your base perception score normally equals your intellect score.
Yeah.
So it's
Right.
not a -1,
Well,
it's
no,
what
but
you're in.
because you
It's
tried,
like your
you tried
passive
adding,
perception.
you tried adding like 9 to your roll, or
Yeah,
so
that's-
like
that wouldn't make any sense.
if it's 11, you add 1 to your roll.
yeah.
It's like the difference from 10. So I mean, like you could effectively, if you want to write it down as +1, whatever.
yeah.
That's kind of what it turns out to be. But
Okay.
I mean, you
Because
could
the
write,
challenge
you could write it
roll
down
is
as
10 or higher. So if you're adding 9, that's pretty retarded.
Pretty retarded, yeah. Oh, it's 10, okay. I see what you're saying. But so that's how high your insanity can go, though, before you go mad. So higher will is technically better.
Man.
Yeah, well, I have a high will anyway, so.
Alright.
So you're letting you're having the horses or us help you? Take it over there. How are you doing this? All the way to the slums?
Let's say that it was already on the horses, right?
Yep.
So you can horses go to the slums. You unload it.
Mm-hmm.
Then
and
you gotta
we
bring the horses
we
back.
Just take the horses to the stable.
And this is all at nighttime.
Yep.
In the dark.
Horse in the dark.
That you have Robo's light to do all of
I
this.
have dark sight.
He does have
I don't know
dark
what your
sight.
problem is.
Okay, well then you can do that but I don't know how the horses are getting back to the stables, and I don't know how long that's going to take.
He does trips. I mean, Jackalopes isn't far from the slums,
Oh, that's good.
so.
Well then, I guess.
So I'm not gonna worry about it. It's not a huge deal. So we'll say by the time you finish your labor, and by the time Gug makes the big mound of ore next to him, it's about midnight.
Okay.
He's already had his meal, so you could retire to your bed if you wish. You have your late night meal ready for you.
Okay.
Suppose you'd be wanting a bed too?
If I could, that'd be great.
Any copper on you? Not a piece to your name, eh?
Got taken from me.
Says, well,
I have things, but
tomorrow morning when you wake up, you up for another hour of weeding?
sure.
Alright, I'll give you one of my common beds.
Thank you.
Alright. So alright, now we move to Gug.
Mm-hmm.
You found some alleyway where a homeless person wasn't already sleeping.
Okay.
And it's roll a d20.
That is a 1.
Okay. You found a very inviting place to sleep. And there's already a divot for your head to rest naturally beneath the ground.
Oh, beautiful.
I know where Gug will die.
You have Robo set watch?
Yep.
Okay. Exactly what I want here.
So,
Isolated Gug.
and what will be your next character?
Alright.
Robo Jr.
You wake up like an hour later, so no rested bonus yet.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Robo has awoken you. Master! Master!
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Alright. Wow, you rolled 2 1. Alright, Robo's taken 2 damage.
Okay.
So he's still up, actually.
Good.
There is like this guy here. He's hunched over you.
All right.
Looks like he was hoping to harvest your organs while you were sleeping. So we will begin combat.
All right. Fast.
All right. You are still like lying down.
Okay.
So we'll say in effect you are prone.
All right.
Okay. You may go.
All right. I'll use Sparking Shield.
Okay. Well, that is a good 1v1 ability for sure.
And then Gug Robo can go.
Yep.
He will punch. 13 versus defense.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Okay. That's 2 damage.
Okay.
Do you have any more of those spell sheets?
Yes.
That would be handy.
If you want to do your whole character on the better sheet, you can, but the second one is a spell sheet.
Okay, he's gonna make another attack against Robo.
Feel free.
Okay. Alright, he takes 5 damage.
Okay, that is the end of Robo.
There must be attacks of opportunity in this game.
There must be.
They probably call it something else. Yeah,
There
because
must be. You thinking?
it's funny because he has a thing where it says this movement does not trigger free attacks. So I'll have to review that.
Yeah, I
You
have
might
that.
reach-
I have that too.
I have to reintroduce that next session. Okay, new round.
Facts.
You may go.
I will ruin him.
Okay.
So that's 1 damage. He takes 6 damage. And he makes a strength challenge.
He passes.
Okay.
Alright, he would hit you. Now, what does he have?
Agility challenge roll.
He does succeed.
Okay.
Take 3 damage. Okay. You're round.
Alright. I will go fast.
Okay.
I will ruin him again. So that's another damage. And he takes another 4 damage.
He's blood just
like snapping my finger.
He's like coughing up blood. He's
Yeah.
looking. He's out of death's
Make another
door.
strength challenge roll.
All right. He succeeds.
Okay.
All right. He's attacking.
Okay.
He would hit.
Okay.
He failed his agility check.
Beautiful. 6 damage.
Okay, so like as he comes in, like he's just like he gets electrocuted to death.
Rocks back.
Yep.
2 yards.
Yep, he's dead.
That's for killing Robo.
Yep.
You have no robo to watch you.
I'll drag his body into my little niche.
Robo's body or the
No, the
okay, the organ filch, yeah.
Yeah. What has he got on him?
Alright, let's see. He's got like 3 bottles of preservative fluid. And one of them has like a kidney in it. And he also has, we'll say, like 9 silver. He also has like goggles and a top hat.
Ooh. I will take his goggles and top hat.
Yeah. I mean, like, you just look at this guy here. Like, that's what it looks like. Just nice,
Okay.
nice
I'll
apparel.
be wearing that. Sure.
All right, yeah.
All right. Okay. I will drag his body into the street.
Done. There's like one hobo who's like who's watching you do it. I don't know if that matters.
No, I don't
Okay.
care.
All right.
I'll keep going until I find a guard.
Okay. Like 1 minute later, you find a guard.
Sir!
You're a bit of a sight at night, but
Yeah.
he reins in his professionalism. He says, "Yes."
I was attacked by this individual. I think he was trying to steal my organs and place them in these bottles.
You show the bottles as
Show
evidence.
the bottles.
I've heard of these bastards. There's been a few attacks lately in this district. If this is our man, you've done the city a great service. What's your name?
My name is Gug.
All right, Gug. Well, we're going to. I'm going to bring another guard over. We'll take a closer look, but we will find that you are rewarded for this. You've done us a good deed.
Glad to be of service.
Okay, and he brings over he summons like a guard captain who like takes a look at the little scalpel the guy was attacking you with. He's like, oh yes, this is consistent. And so they conclude that this is one of the organ filches that have been loose in Stanton, and they pay you a bounty of 10 silver.
Nice.
And also say, we're glad to have travelers coming to the town such as yourself, because it's just what Stan needs. Okay, and they dispose of the body out of the street.
I'll go back to my hole.
Okay.
I don't have Robo, so...
What's that?
I don't have Robo, so
you
sleep through the night.
Yeah, hopefully that hobo will wake you up.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So
Right.
Sean,
Yes.
there are triggered actions, which is kind of what
Yeah, we know.
What we've been doing with Robo.
right.
Yep.
But that's called prepare. So you prepare to undertake an activity when a specified event occurs. So he says if it comes past me, I punch it.
That's not what we're talking about, though.
What are
We're
you
talking about ops.
Right. But here it says, in addition to using these actions already said before, most creatures can use one triggered action attack each round, and there is a thing called freeze free attack, which is when a creature in your reach willingly moves out of your reach, you can use a triggered action to make an attack against a creature using a melee weapon.
What page did you find that on?
50 and 49, at the end of 49.
Thank you.
So I mean, if you use, so it's like I think it's like an interrupt in a way in D&D.
Yeah,
you can
it's
only
like
do
an attack
one.
opportunity.
So if he chooses to do the trigger punch with Robo, he can only do either that or when they move away from him. You know what I mean? You only get one.
Yeah.
So you.
And there's a lot of
No,
things
it's confirming that you can use free attacks as attack opportunities.
Right.
Just how we would normally do it.
Correct.
It's funny because they have combat. Okay, no, so it is in the combat section.
Yes.
It's just okay. Thank you. Well, that's good.
Yep.
Ops are back in, basically.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys all go to bed.
Yep.
Okay.
You may all gain the benefit of a rest.
Which is
And you've,
again the
you've
healing
satisfied
rate.
your quirk. Good.
Good.
However, we're gonna start with Gug.
Okay.
When you wake up, I mean, eventually you're gonna want to get up. When you try to get up, you notice there's like resistance, like something's like pulling you back, preventing you from like sitting upright.
Do I see anything?
Well, now that you've noticed this, you can tell where like there's resistance,
Okay.
and so looking at your arms, and you also felt it at the back of your neck. Where you've been sleeping, there were roots underground that were growing into you. And you actually see they were beginning to connect in some of the veins in your arm. So, it looks like you will be able to pull free, but it might be painful.
I can use break. Any size 1/2 object in short range takes damage equal to its health.
Okay.
If that helps.
Well, that will allow you to sever all of the spots of connection, but then when you get up, you'll still have all of like the little like stubs sticking into you.
The bloom.
It's grafting into you when you sleep.
It is
like,
horrifying
yeah.
what it's doing to everything.
So I'm gonna need to have like a reinforced hole
Yeah, like
that's like steel.
Oh, that is a terrible quirk in the bloom for sure.
it is.
Okay.
Because once you've dug the hole, yeah, you could put in.
Oh, you could line.
I mean,
it
even
so
if you
that-
line it with cloth, would be better than your straight skin, just your neck just meat laying in there.
Well, it was an emergency situation.
Yeah, of
it
course.
was.
Okay. But I'm up.
Well, so did you use break?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you haven't taken any damage, but removing like all the little like roots that are like perfectly grafted, hanging out. Like there's some here, in your neck, and then some like a few down your back too. So you'll need to have those removed at some point, or just
have Robo with like a scalpel. Just
well, even if he's scalpeling, oh, I guess he could like get under there. Yeah, okay.
he's
all
very agile.
Okay, he might be able to minimize the damage. So you guys wake up at the end too.
Okay. I go pretty much outside immediately and
You
start
need to
working.
do your work. Yep. Okay. Because all of the weeding that you did they're all bad.
I figured.
And there's vines that are like growing up the side of the building. So yeah. Okay.
Well, I'll be cutting it there.
All right. Thomas, do you how do you spend your morning? You wake up the earliest out of everybody, but I wanted Gug to resolve that first, so I'm going to you now. Because you went to bed earliest and also had a bed.
I guess I would just.
Do you know? I don't think either of you know where Gug is precisely. No. Okay.
We don't.
All right.
I'd go stroll through the slums to look for Gug.
Okay, Gug, you wouldn't be attempting to conceal your presence in the slums from your party, would you?
No.
Okay, then you find Gug.
Okay. Still have all the ore?
Yes.
Yep.
I was attacked during the night. Someone wanted my organs.
Got more than a bargain.
But I've got these fucking roots growing out of me now because I slept on the ground. We'll have to salt the earth. I have a plan for this city. But we'll need the horses to move this ore.
Where are we taking it?
Well, we need. Well, if there's a mining organization in the town, that might do it. Or a forge, perhaps. I'm not entirely clear on the process. But
You could ask at the Jackalope.
yeah.
Sounds like all roads lead to the Jackalope.
Alright.
I guess I can go there. I guess you still have to stay with the
I'll
order.
wait.
I'll come back with forces. So I go back to the Jackalope.
Okay, you ready to take them?
Yeah, and I'll ask the guy if he knows.
Mert's just finishing up his labor when you come back.
I pass one away. And, like,
Yep, he's sweating in the morning sun. Yep.
I'll ask. I wonder if he knows about any forges, refineries. What do people do with ore here?
He says, "Oh, well, yes, the Duke has a private mint, of course. We make our own coins here in Stanton. That would be over by the castle. And yes, there's a few fine blacksmiths in town. They all have proper forges. So, yes, I would suggest one of the blacksmiths or to head over to the castle."
Okay, sounds good.
Yes. Oh, that's right. Your horses, when they came in, they had all that lovely ore with them.
Yes.
Oh.
Looking for somewhere to.
We're always happy to take materials from Khazragard. That's very fine minerals, to be sure.
Thinking, would it be worth more? If it...
Of course. But, I mean, the Duke would reserve the rights to his own mint, of course.
So this would be refined into coins? Is that what refined?
Or whatever materials.
So does
suitable
does
for it.
refining make it into just a raw material that's like somehow better usable, or is like
I don't know.
into,
What
like,
is the ore that
form?
we've been mining?
You've got like a whole variety. You've got copper, silver, some gold.
We might actually
Also-
end up using a bunch of it rather than selling it.
Yep.
Using it. Well, anyway, so like, would refining mean, Eric, blacksmith, can you turn this all into swords? Like, is that what that means?
No, that would be smithing. Refining is like it hasn't been properly separated from like the rock that it was embedded
Oh, okay.
in, so it's like
Okay.
getting it nice
The bars
and yeah.
or something. I don't know.
Yes,
Okay.
right.
Alright. Cool.
Okay.
Alright, so then I'll take the...
All of a sudden you hear, "Master, come downstairs." He says, "Just a moment." And he runs downstairs. Okay. There's like this huge like tree that's like growing into his basement. It's like breached through his floor. He's like, "Oh, for God's sakes!" And he's now he has a new problem to deal with.
God, this is terrible.
Yeah, it's getting wild.
Do you know anything about this this growth?
Oh God, what a nuisance! It started 10, 11 days ago. It's hard to say exactly. And first, it just seemed like we had gotten generous rains for a time, but no, I've never seen anything like this. Something must be going on. There's problems all over town. Cracks in the foundation. Nothing's safe from all this growth.
So it seems my friend just got grown into this morning.
Says it will be something we must find a solution for.
Well, good luck with that.
Yeah, he starts salting the tree to see if that helps. Salt is valuable though, so he can't use too much.
Yeah.
Yep.
Actually, an idea. Okay, start the tree on fire.
Be mindful, sir. This
I don't think he was
structure-
asking the guy.
Oh,
Yeah, I guess I was asking like,
I thought you said it was a
Wow,
certain
is it
specific
flammable?
size.
Size 1 or smaller.
It is larger than size 1.
Yeah, that's
You do not know the full
Alright.
extent of this
if
tree.
it burst through a basement, I mean,
Yeah.
it could be-
So it's like, well, good luck.
Thank you. I mean, some people like having trees indoors, and you know, if he has it in a controlled environment, it'd be kind of nice. Like, come take shelter under the tree. But it's not that controlled.
So you mentioned you want to keep some of this? You don't know how much.
I have a plan for this city. Okay, so there's blacksmith, closest to the slums.
Slime smith.
Slumsmith.
There's Gunther's Smith by the river.
Good.
It's about a 4-minute walk from the Jackalope.
Let's go.
All right.
Easy.
Gunther is going to become my main man.
Okay. Hopefully, he has no problem doing business with goblins.
Well,
All right.
everyone loves me.
You've made a good first impression actually on the city, so and you haven't hit the 4 threshold yet, so you don't have to make attack rolls to have interactions with people.
Oh goodness.
I mean, it's not like he's attacking them, but it's
Right.
like he has to succeed, or they just won't have anything to do with him. He's
Right.
just so revolting and hideous. Okay. Okay, you see a man. Looks like he's working on some horseshoes when you come up to him. You know, he's got the smith is, or the forge is fired up. It's early in the day, and once he finishes banging out one of these rounded corners of the horseshoe, he cools his tools in a little bucket of water and regards this dwarf, and he says, "Ah, good day, dwarf.
Hail.
I'm assuming you have the horses in tow.
Mm-hmm.
You guys are along, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But okay, he says, oh, looks like you've brought some considerable metal today.
Yes, I have.
What can I do for you?"
Well, I think if things go well, we could have a very long and successful relationship together.
Wipes the sweat off his forehead and he says, I prefer working with long-time clients, so I would be interested to hear what you have to propose.
Well, for one, we have a considerable amount of raw ore here.
I see that, yes.
It will need refinement.
Naturally.
Are you capable?
He says, boy, I have one smelter here. I was actually thinking about building another one, and that would of course double the process. If you'd be interested in going on in a little investment to help cover the second cost of the smelter, perhaps we could factor that into our negotiations.
How much?
Well, I mean that's you know, you need very specific brickwork done, and apart from that, it's pretty simple structure. He thinks the total cost of getting a new smelter would be 3 gold pieces. He can cover a third of that cost right now.
How many silver and a gold?
10.
Okay.
And like he said, you know, he could eventually smelt everything for you, but it would take twice as long with what he has right now. And he was actually considering expanding his smelting operations, so...
How many assistants do you have?
I've just have my one apprentice, Matthew. I could hire extra help, depending on the volume of this order, certainly.
I give him 50 silver.
All right. He says, "Well, I have enough for the smelter here and for wages for another apprentice for now."
You're going to be expanding your operations quite a bit.
Oh, good.
You may have noticed the rampant growth in the area.
Yes, one of the greatest plagues I've ever seen. It's like in the old stories.
I believe it will soon take over the town.
Grim words.
We have one refuge, and that is below us.
Oh, the underground?
I plan to build a vast underground city beneath the slums.
That is quite the plan.
It is.
And whoever is in control of that construction project, there could be a great shift of power in the city.
That is correct.
Well, I'm glad to be involved.
Glad to hear it. So, we will of course use many of the homeless in the slums for labor.
Oh yes, they can work for a copper or two a day.
They'll be compensated.
Yes.
I'd like to keep this out of the Duke's prying eyes, of course.
Fortunately, we're on the opposite end from the castle, so
That will give us time.
We have an advantage.
So,
I mean, I suppose if you wanted a large amount of funding assistance, you could consult with the Duke.
not one for sharing power.
Fair enough.
We will need mining tools.
Yes. There are not many in town, but those are simple enough to make.
Okay.
And I have the skill.
How many picks could you make by the end of the week?
Well, with added help, so that we can take advantage of the one smelter I have right now and keep going with the ore. If I hired another apprentice, I could have 50 picks for you.
That'll do. And can you use the parts of the ore?
In the making of the picks?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, you've got plenty of iron chunks in here, so that should do.
And what about steel reinforcements for the mine walls?
Oh yes,
Seals.
well, I'll have to. I might have to consult a master builder if they can be found. I can of course construct passageways and hallways, but as far as anything larger than a small room, or depending on how far you wish to delve.
If you need design help, I have knowledge of mining and engineering.
Oh,
so.
Well no, then this will be perfect. Oh yes. I mean, certainly we will want more iron, and other elements, some tin perhaps. We will not have enough for a fully realized city with what we have, but we have a good starting point.
Bro. We'll need wood.
There are many woodlands surrounding Stanton.
Yes, but we'll need to bribe some of the gate guards. We'll be transporting a lot in and out.
Well, what would you like me to get started with for the time being? Making the picks and getting the sword.
Smelter.
Oh, very good. You've made an initial payment of 50 silver, and I will keep you appraised at what that money is going towards.
Good. And what about your new assistants? Where are you drawing those from?
I could probably poach one from one of my rival businesses by offering a slightly higher rate. That way I'd be able to find one immediately. Otherwise, it could take a few days.
I don't want this project to draw too much attention. Is there anyone from the slums that could be viable?
Well, I won't have time to look. I'll be busy here. But perhaps, I see you have some fellows here. Perhaps they could find someone promising.
Okay.
Put them to work. Yeah.
Alright, good. Alright, good.
Alright. So you're gonna just dump all the ore right by his...
Yeah, he's handling
Yep.
it. I trust him.
Yep.
So I need somebody to find new assistants for him. 2 of them.
2 assistants?
I think so.
Well, so he's got one apprentice right now.
Okay.
So yeah,
They don't have to be incredibly knowledgeable.
Yeah. With a second smelter, yeah, the most he'd ever need probably is 3 apprentices at one time.
Would he pay these apprentices?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's paid work from the slums. They won't expect that much. I need someone to find a ground zero spot in the slums to begin the mining operations. So fairly deep in the slums. And start rallying together some laborers
For the dig?
for the dig.
For the digs.
What are we expecting to find underneath the slums?
That's our new city.
That's
I just
where
don't
he's
want
beginning to
This
make
allows us, though it's not completely covered in the wilderness, And the slums is far enough from the Duke and the castle.
That you'll have a head start before
Wind
an
comes.
investigation begins.
Yes,
What the hell's
by then we should have enough control and power.
Well, we can start gathering all the slum dogs. We'll send 2 to the minor, and we'll keep the rest.
Yeah, and I'll head to the nearest gate to talk to some of the guards.
Okay, that would be... That's actually the tower you first came in by,
Right.
the river tower, so...
They know us.
They do. What do you want to say to those guards there? That the slums are going to be a little noisy for a bit. Don't worry about it, or
Yeah.
okay.
Actually, that would be part of it. I am prepared to bribe.
Okay.
The
They will
money-
expect. They
the
will
money
expect
flows.
bribes. Yes.
And also there will be some lumber coming into the city, and I don't want the Duke knowing about it.
Okay. Well, I'll say this. At that tower, the lower tier guards are content with just the fact that they're going to get paid extra. So that's easily enough for them. The guard captain kind of pulls you aside and he says, I would like to know what's going on here. This says, I'm open to business. I would just like a little bit more information.
This growth quickly threatens the city, and I seek to save it by going underground.
He says, and housing will be available for myself and my boys here.
Absolutely. We will need guards.
There will be no need to report these activities to the Duke.
I'm glad to hear that.
Okay. Let's do initial down payment of 10 silver pieces for those guys.
Okay. I will.
That'll
You
buy
went
you-
to do that by yourself,
He-
Tom, so then
He did.
Let's say if TJ's there, he would have said, we want to make Stanton great again.
Okay. I mean, I'm
We
sure-
already did that whole campaign, so.
Yeah. All right. So starting next week, we'll have all the town activities beginning. But
And,
for
like,
now-
and likely Phil here to throw a wrench.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And now Gug's gonna have even more time to get his science down for how he wants this to play out. So, all right. You guys conquered some horrible monsters coming in. You made it to Stanton. So I'm gonna say this is good for level 3. So let's
And I'm level 2.
Level 3 is awesome.
That's
Right.
a good path.
Yeah, you can go
Yeah.
to level 3 too.
Expert.
Oh,
That's
okay.
fine. I'm not punishing you for missing that.
Well, then I probably would have had enough HP to survive those things.
Okay, all right.
If I would have actually been level 2.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So 3 is a big one, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a new.
So you get-
That's your expert path.
So it's your expert, though. You can't branch. Didn't you say
You
somewhere
do
along...
whatever the fuck you want.
Oh, right. So you can take any expert branch. Because you were saying something about you can even...
When I come back,
Non-magic users can...
when I come back next week, I'll have a little stand map for each of you guys.
Okay.
What are you looking for? Oh, the books.
You can take any expert path you want, but I think I'm gonna go with artifice.
Well, the way you...
It's just an insane amount of capability for me.
Sure. Okay. Well, now this campaign's becoming a lot more grounded.
Yeah.
Puns. It's funny. It's like the world, it cannot be saved. We can make a new world though that is safe. I
Well,
like that.
I wasn't.
It is it's not, none of this is solid yet, Sean, but at least the idea is
That
it's a
quirk.
good one.
That
Yeah.
quirk changed a lot
Yeah.
because
Well,
I was
that's
not
cool.
planning to do an underground thing,
Yep.
but that quirk changed.
You
it.
know, it's like the only way you'll rest, you'll be at peace at night.
Well, and it's until we start digging and seeing the blooms full effect.
Yeah,
We
and
end-
I could imagine this really developing in an interesting way, like people traveling hundreds of miles because they hear there's this
Yeah.
one spot and there's all this war, and like it could really get interesting as far as like,
Yeah.
you know, who's gonna have room in this new kingdom.
I will say now, having at least played one with combat, I do see how interesting this game system is in general. Like, and I mean, how easy it is. Like I said, like Godbound, I almost felt like because you were so powerful, you either we're too powerful to think of, like, it's beyond our minds to really, you know, or you just, it was too easy. I was like this felt
isn't that what I
very
said?
deadly. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying, though. Like,
Nobody listen to me.
I mean, I could still see you playing this tactically still too.
Oh yeah,
if
no,
you
there's-
wanted to.
Even at level 9 in this game, you need to be smart with your tactics.
Like Godbound, you really didn't need to. Like that.
Sure.
I don't see that ever being a mini game or a tactical game. You know, it's just like. Whereas this, having you two as magicians and me as a rogue is not the greatest of party setups, of course.
No.
But.
Well, if all goes well, we never have to do another combat for the rest of the campaign.
The Duke thing may come into play here somewhere along the line.
Thomas is the new Duke.
The Beast Man. Who
Sure,
sits
all
on
I
his
have to do is
throne.
meet with the Duke.
You have-
look him in the eyes.
You have Thomas as the ruler of the what's left of the overworld, just on this tree throne.
Yeah, we're not hinged by living underground. Only you are.
Well, you're gonna want to live underground.
Eventually, yeah.
You're gonna go sleep in the grass if you want.
But you never know. If we have to get
Well,
wood,
don't the
we may
roots-
have more combat because we're gonna have to deal with taking natural resources from other places. Like,
Don't the
What
plants,
natural
Don't the plants come from underground? So you're just getting closer to the plants when you're under there.
that's why I said we'll be discovering.
Plants don't come from underground.
Same for you.
Well, there are plants underground, yeah, but I'm taking precautions against
Well,
that. There's more plants above ground than underground.
right. But like Sean, I mean that's all Sean's view of things too. Clearly, these trees are exponentially growing too, and their roots going further. So they're. I mean, what the bloom as a whole is, we've only seen a little of it.
Bloom means many things to many people.
Well, what are the other? So you guys did a different. You've done only one other campaign.
We did like pestilence or disease. It was like something where
like Warhammer old.
there was this plague that was just spreading throughout the land. So people were dying in the thousands in cities, and
black plague.
there were these flesh spires that grew like these diseased mounds just out of the earth, and just approaching them like you had a chance of getting immediately the plague, and like they had to destroy those different spires, and and all the demons had the diseased aspect too. So just fighting demons, you could get these horrible things that do a lot of damage.
So demons are here no matter what. We just have.
There's always going to be demons in the Demon Lord campaign,
no matter what.
but they're imbued with different modifiers and abilities based on what like the aspect is. Yes.
And we haven't. I didn't listen.
You have
to
yet
the
to yet to fight a demon in this.
So
this
that
campaign.
is also You may hide underground,
because I mean, only the demonic incursion setting is appropriate where you just are finding demons just left and right. Like, otherwise, I still like the idea that demons, they're really only in some of the darker, more deadly places, and you have the Grim Portent system so that if there's no effort made to ever look for demons, or if there are demonic cults in the area, they're slowly advancing their plans concurrently with the players, and things are going to get worse in the area if you never deal with them.
Right.
But depending on what your strategy is, you still might be able to overcome them even if you did nothing to them for 4 or 5 sessions. If you have gotten stronger in other ways, or have like an army to help deal with them or something. But yeah.
Gotcha.
So the Artificer's Bag, I can make a suit of armor, a weapon, ammunition, or an engineering item.
Maybe druid.
I think the extent of engineering items is where we're going to have a discussion.
Yeah.
Because you chose.
Because there isn't just a table of engineering items. No.
You were.
Yeah. I kind of planned that ahead. Like
Hydro Spanner.
I saw they have
fire. Detonator. There's a lot of
thermal detonator.
I will tend to be open with that, but there'll be a few times I'm sure where I'll try kind of resist, but that's inescapable, with those things. So
Okay.
all right. Have a nice dinner wherever it ends up being.